Afcon has been really one exciting one, most unpredictable results, but all of the action, all the electrifying goals, and all the predictions that you have, we've got you covered.
Yes, so make sure that you join us on SABC1 at 1:30 every single Saturday as we dive into the meat and the juicy part of all the conversations pertaining what's happening on the field of play.
We are also joined by Dade Brian Mufuge, who's going to be giving you all the scores, all the fixtures in detail.
It's hashtag Fut-Afrique, or should we say hashtag Awara, proudly brought to you by Fut-Afrique.
I'm Zoe from Nelspruit. So today's prediction, Bafana Bafana 2 and then Cape Verde 1. Go Bafana Bafana!
Hi guys, I'm Kira. I think tonight's game is going to be really interesting with Cape Verde and South Africa. I'm going to be a bit biased and say that South Africa is going to win the game 2-1, but I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Hey, hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. My name is Shadil. So today is a big game and I think South Africa is gonna win. South Africa is my country, I love South Africa. I think they're gonna win 3-1. 3-1 is the prediction. Take care, all the best to South Africa. Sharp, sharp.
Hello guys, how are you guys? Hey, come on, guys. Today's game between South Africa and Cape Verde and Hamane South Africa 2. Cape Verde you yeah, the prediction I'm like, and in Kaiko, Timmy Kosi, but not Timmy was much piece it out, you call Kule one. Then I, Lenyes, so one go to Koraba, Marpista on the Kule one. Thanks, guys.
Sean McGregor here from Game On. Tonight's game is quite an interesting one. We've got Cape Verde coming up against South Africa, and my heart and soul is with South Africa. But if you look at the way Cape Verde have been playing, you look at their results, you know, I think that they've got a good enough chance to beat South Africa here. They equal on head-to-heads in their last 5. It's 2 wins each and 1 draw. But as I said, you know, I've just looked at the way Cape Verde come into this tournament, the way they play. And yes, they may have one of the oldest squads, but I just think they're going to have too much for South Africa. I do think it's going to be very close. It might even go to extra time. But at the end of the day, I'm going to give a 2-1 victory to Cape Verde.
Good evening. Today is the big day. We've spoken about it. We've said all that we can say. South Africa, Bafana Bafana take on Cape Verde. Yeah, Junior is here. And he made a bet that if Morocco goes home due to Bafana Bafana's effectiveness, we shall cut his beard. So today is the day. Stay tuned. Miss Marsha will provide the scissors. Don't care what happens. She must or a blunt knife will do. Hey, how you doing? Congratulations.
Yeah.
Nigeria handled business. Nigeria handled business. You know, one of those hit and hope, and one of them scored. Now South Africa must handle business because we need to. Who are you supporting?
Who am I dressed like I'm supporting? Bafana.
We are in danger of exiting. Junior is supporting us. How you doing, my brother? You good?
I'm good, my brother. I'm good in pop.
Why are you backing South Africa today?
Oh, no, you guys are playing well. I need to support.
Sorry. Wait. This doesn't happen often. You said South Africa is playing what?
Give unto Caesar what belongs to Caesar. Not the Caesars you're asking for. But this is the real.
Look, thank you for joining us. Please feel free to be able to comment. Send us what you're thinking, what your prediction is, because today is the day if South Africa wins, or should I say, when South Africa wins. we play against the Eagles.
Yes.
Not sure about the super part, but your prediction, your thoughts on the games. Tonight's game, Bafana. I mean, we've just seen the host do 10 men.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they go and win.
Yes.
Mali still had a penalty.
Imali.
I'm starting to think the president of CAF, Dr. Patrice Motsepe, when he said this is the best CAF,
Yes.
this is the best Afcon,
Yeah.
he knew something we didn't know. Because if you look at when they scored as the host to equalize,
Yes.
it was in the 90th minute.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then in the 120 plus minute, they now go score, make it 2-1.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely a tournament of the dying minutes goals.
Yes.
And I'm really enjoying it because in the dying minute, that's when most defenses lose concentration.
And you know,
That's important.
and you know who can vouch for that? Junior.
Yo.
2-0, 89th minute. You know that type of.
Still recovering, our friend.
The Black Stars of Ghana is going to cause my early death.
No, I hear a story here.
Yes.
Men, this is for us. We are going to support the Ghanaians on the 14th of February.
Yes.
They are marching.
Yes.
Wait.
So there's a national
Kumasi,
protest.
Accra, wait. We're
There's a
going to
national
Accra.
protest.
Forget Valentine.
Forget Valentine. Football is our first love. The men of Ghana, we have agreed, and we didn't choose any other day than Valentine's Day because we are shifting other responsibilities.
They don't want to
We don't want to buy flowers.
They don't want to buy flowers.
We are protesting. There's a national protest. We are handing a petition to the government and to also to the Football Association. They need to step down. We are tired of the way they are
Just
behaving.
out of curiosity, how many FA presidents in Africa have stepped down before?
Well.
You know, in Africa, presidents don't step down.
No.
Anywhere in the world.
But like our case is different because it took it took 9 days for the FA to apologize to the whole of Ghanaians for their mess up. That is ridiculous. Egypt offered an apology on the same day. Algeria did the same. Ivory Coast are still playing, but they still offered us an apology.
But Ivory Coast are a classic chance. Hey, Ivory Coast are saying to the rest of the world, you don't need a coach to win the tournament.
Yes.
Because the other day they were asking for a coach on loan. And the coach didn't come. Now the assistant is the coach. Now they are in the semis.
But also, if you look at the
unbelievable story. It's a fairy tale, really.
Yes. And if you look at the Afcon so far, how many local coaches are left? There are more local coaches in the Afcon right now than foreign coaches.
Look, there's more local players that are playing in the Afcon right now. South Africa is a point in case.
Yes.
But, by the way, so to our viewers, please excuse Mr. Bongo. He was supposed to be here. Unfortunately, he can't be with us. He's going on a night vigil. Arsenal is playing against Liverpool tomorrow, so the man must pray. So we understand that he's praying because he needs party is injured. So already he's got injury issues. So Mr. Chris, we hope you can be able to watch for 5 minutes before you go to pray for Arsenal to not concede too many goals.
And you have to congratulate him because DR Congo is in the semi-finals of the Afcon.
Hey, that left foot is wicked, eh?
That third goal.
Man. But with all that being said, how many of us expected the teams that have already qualified to be there?
No, but it's so crazy, right?
Yeah.
It's so, my brothers, it's so crazy. All the teams that made it to the round of 16 were not in the Afcon round of 16 last year, in the last Afcon. That is how crazy this
My
Afcon.
beloved South Africa, they were watching, they were like Ghana are now. They were watching it on TV.
No team that was in the round of 16 in the last Afcon made it to the round of 16 this Afcon. That is incredible.
Yes.
But here's the question that I have then,
I didn't even expect the Super Eagles to make it.
No, I remember you were saying the coach and everything,
and tactically the coach has proven me wrong. I guess the coch watched the show. Give me
your Chris. How's Nigeria playing? Is their formation? Is that let's sit back and hope Victor can catch it? How are they playing the brand of foot? But we've also seen that in a tournament, you don't need to necessarily play a good brand of football.
Yes.
You look at Cote d'Ivoire, they haven't played a good brand of football, but where are they now?
Is the end that justifies the means?
You know, it's been a while as Nigerians that we've seen this tactical discipline that this team have adopted. It's been a while that we've seen a system that, and it's exciting to us because the players are disciplined. They're playing a 4-3-3. They're morphing it into a 5-3-2. It's just beautiful to see.
But is it maybe, Junior, because, and when I look at the Nigerian team, give me a star in the Nigerian team besides Victor.
First of all, I'd like to correct what he said. I think sometimes English is a bit. He said he said it's been a while. Let me correct him. It's been almost a decade since we saw good football from Nigeria.
But the one thing that this Nigerian team has, it doesn't have the big name stars.
And then we have an impeccable defense. They are the ministers of defense in this Afcon.
But also, we must give kudos, not the Ghanaian player, but the general kudos to the South African Premier League.
Yes.
Most of the individuals that are performing in this Afcon are from the league. Talk about the Nigerian goalkeeper. He plays for Chipa United, right? Yes, and see how he saved Nigeria yesterday.
Yes.
Look at the Sundown players. Even the Malawi players, most of them are in the PSL. So we must give kudos to the South African Premier League. They are really coming to the task in African
kudos
football.
to the PSL, because now you've got, and the PSL is the one league that had most players in
the Afcon.
In the Afcon.
Yes.
Are we saying and are we seeing that the gap between what was the big nation?
So we're watching the national anthem.
The national anthem.
And let me tell you, every time South Africa wear this white jersey, I think something
Let me tell you, this jersey is sold out. Are you aware this jersey is sold out?
It's sold out.
It's sold out.
It's sold out.
This jersey is sold out.
It's sold out. Like, that is incredible.
I wanted to wear one here, but
we should have bought shares with the money in our bags. Now we are here.
No. No. I worry when you say money in the bag and he's Nigerian.
Yeah.
There's a story in South Africa that there was a Nigerian guy who loboled with cash and it was
fake money.
So I'm just wondering what's in there.
No. So
there's a dollars.
Yes,
which dollars? Zim dollars.
Nigerian dollars.
It's all the money the Angolan team were promised.
Low blow, huh?
But iPhones.
Looking at this, Cape Verde is a very hard running team.
Yes.
They don't have superstars in their team, but they have a good work ethic in terms of what they do. And then you look at the South African team, Hugo Bruce, and I think he's only made one change. Once he dropped Sianda Kulu, the team has been rather stable in terms of selection. They know who's who. Not many changes, not any changes at all. But does it then say that Hugo Bruce has found his...
Let me tell you about this Cape Verde team. I'm talking from experience, being from Ghana. We saw what they did to Ghana. Okay, it's a team that has not lost a game in this Afcon. Their strength comes from scouting. They scout the teams they play against and they identify your inefficiencies and they play to the best of their ability. Look at what they did to Ghana. They beat us. And because they realized that our right back had the problem, they used that, efficiently.
So the right back was like the freeway.
It was the freeway. It was bigger than the...
About Cape Verde than
the 89th minute 2-0 up.
And look at what they did to Mali. The same thing that they did to Mali, and they did the same thing to Egypt. So they are very, very good scouts. They watch your team play. They figure out your inefficiencies, and they use it against you.
But here's my question. We've seen a lot of men of the match to the likes of Tembazwani. He's got 2 men of the match.
Yes.
The last game man of the match was Tebogo Mokoena with a splendid free kick. You look at Tapelo Morena, he's playing well. You look at Percy Tau hasn't come up about.
Yes.
He could come out of his shell and be able to.
Yes.
Are we seeing teams that are starting to peak at the right time in terms of the way that they play?
We are seeing teams but not players. Teams are peaking but not players. That even if you look at Nigeria, if you look at all the big names, they are not peaking, but the teams are peaking. So that's a good point.
Well, do
you disagree with me on that?
Of course I did. What's he saying? Can you explain, Junior, what you
What
mean?
I'm saying is right now, teams that are gelling or teams that have gelled throughout the Afcon are delivering, not individual players. He made mention of Pesitao. We have not really seen Pesitao.
Individuals performing, right? You know,
But
make part of the
if you
team.
were to say, if I was to say to you before the tournament, the South Africans that are going to stand out, you expected the likes of Pesitao
Pesitao,
because
yes,
he's one of the
definitely.
most exciting players
Yes.
in the Champions League and in the Egyptian League to be able to stand out.
Yes.
Pesitao has not, but the team has rallied around him and made sure that he's there.
Yes.
Right.
You look at Nigeria.
Osimhen.
Victor does not know where the goals are.
Yeah,
His
What do you think
campus.
the goals are in Abuja?
no,
You think he's
just
in Napoli?
He just hasn't been lucky, but the work this man does.
Nobody is denying
No, but what we're saying is that
so hard.
the team is not totally dependent on somebody.
Yes.
Because if you go to teams of old, if you look at the Afcon, when you look at Cote d'Ivoire, you had the Toure brothers.
Yes.
So they were superstars. You had Didier, who was a superstar. You had Solomon Kalou.
Yes.
You look at Nigeria, you had the Kanus. You had so many stars that a lot of expectation was on them. But now you look at the teams that are left here, and we are about to have kickoff as we watching now. There's a lot of teams where there isn't many superstars, but the teams are doing well.
Well,
It is not a tournament
Okay.
of superstars. No.
I think that's what Junior was trying to say. You know, the Ghanaian accent can be confusing.
No, you can, but we understand. The TV watcher's accent is something. But the one thing that
We're
is
just joking, Junior. We love you, bro. Yeah, so the game has started.
So back to what you were saying about South Africa, right? Knowing Cape Verde and how they analyze teams that play, South Africa, they don't need to build it from the back. If they do that, the Cape Verde are going to use it against them. They're going to apply pressure right from the defense.
Is there any other option that South Africa knows?
Unfortunately,
Because you've got to look at who's there and
Yes.
what do they do at club level.
Yes.
They are very comfortable with
The
being
ball-
pressed.
yes.
Even if you press them, because those press, if they beat those pressing traps, then there's an opening between the first line of press and the second line.
So, like, there's so much at stake at this game.
But
First
then-
of all, off the bat, Cape Verde they haven't made it past the quarterfinals ever in their history.
But remember,
at Afcon.
the first
and then
time-
South Africa, like, it's going to be their first chance to do so since the year 2000.
But what
So
you're
I just
saying
want to-
is the strength of the Cape Verde, because the first time they made it to the Afcon in 2013, they went straight to the quarterfinals.
Ghana beat them.
Yes.
In
But you see,
2013.
Was it a fair? Did they get a penalty?
oh, here we go again.
I was just
Please,
checking. I was just
don't let me start
checking.
using my juju against the fan. If you want peace.
Your juju is not working, but Ghana's home.
Yeah. So for me, I expect the Cape Verde to play this way. I expect them to take in the empty spaces to prevent the South Africans from building from the back. So once they do that, it's going to be very, very difficult for the South Africans to build their game from the back into the Cape Verde 18 yard. And they're going to apply the pressure. They're going to make sure they apply the pressure right from the goalkeeper to the midfield. They're not going to give South Africa the space they need to operate. So it's going to be a very, very interesting game tonight.
So what you're saying is that from South Africa's building from the back has to change. So
It has to change.
We're probably going to see Ronwen playing a lot of long balls.
Long balls, and then Zwane and Evidence taking advantage of those.
So Evidence is going to need to stand tall.
Yes, yeah, literally.
Because now we need the evidence that he's a tall striker.
Yes.
We're
yes.
in for such a great game. You know, I'm looking forward to the performances from this man here, Costa.
But
Looking
hey,
forward
here's a
to
question.
Montero.
I know it's February and you're stressing about Valentine, getting the flowers and everything. But from the Cape Verde side as they stand now, who are the players that one should look out for in terms of what they're going to be able to do?
Yeah. I was telling you about Mendes, about Montero, also Gabriel. You know, these Gary Rodriguez. These are very dangerous players and players that will hurt you. You know, we saw what they did against Junior's team,
And
what they did against Mozambique.
As we talk about Cape Verde, we shouldn't forget about their women.
Okay.
Cape Verde has got the most beautiful women this afternoon.
We shall stick to football, whatever Junior is doing now. Let's
Julius
put a
Berger,
disclaimer.
It's very clever what he's trying to do.
We shouldn't forget
because
about the Cape Verde women. Every time they come on the
doesn't
screen,
want us-
everybody gets excited.
Wait, my friend, let me explain what he's trying to do. You know, he doesn't want us to remind him of that game, that Cape Verde.
Is that where he got distracted? He was
Yes.
watching the ladies of
You see.
Cape Verde in the stand.
You see,
So, Junior, tell us the ladies
Yes.
of Cape Verde.
Yes.
You will tell us after we shave your beard.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So, but are you expecting then, from South Africa's perspective, that a Tebogo Mokoena and a Sitole have to play very big games to be able to just a bit of a-
I think we're going to have a 2-2 for me. You
Yes,
haven't asked us
yes.
for our predictions yet, but I think the game is going to open up in the second half. These two teams play in similar ways. They like to play attacking football. And I think there are goals in this game. You know, for South Africa,
so you're seeing
Zwane-
penalties.
Zwane, I think he's been one of the most important players in the team. You know, he's scored some crackers. Mokoena, you know, also is a player that could make things happen. But like, I'm wondering, you know, what the mentality is going to be coming into this game, because one thing I've noticed about Hugo Broos is that he's had a different approach to every opponent you've met in this Afcon.
So does that mean then, from a South African perspective, they've played the moment and the game rather than just assume that everybody's going to be the same?
That's
They
that's
believe,
what I've
for me,
seen.
that shows a point of self-belief. That they don't care who the opponent is. They believe the players will stand up to the task. But one thing that there's a point that you made about Mokoena also coming to the task today. If so, the Cape Verdeans have got a player called Bebe. I'm sure we are all aware of him. Bebe
yes.
can play any position up front, left, center, right.
What position was he playing against Ghana? Sorry, it's okay. Let's focus.
Let's forget about that. You know.
But then the importance of somebody like Mvala, the importance of somebody like Kekana, how is it going to be? Because that pairing has done well ever since they came. But with the pressure that's coming from Cape Verde, are we seeing that them being tested? And do you think they'll be able to stand the test of time?
It all comes down to here. The concentration and the experience that they've compiled. It will come to play today. No silly mistakes, no silly attacks, and no silly cards. That should be the.
And looking at the game at the
order
moment,
today.
Cape Verde seem to have the upper hand. They seem to have started like a house on fire.
You see the pressure I was talking about. They will make sure that you don't have the space to pass the ball. That's their gameplay. That's what they did to Mali. They will make sure you don't have any space between your players to pass the ball. And once they get the ball, they just shoot to the front and they run for the ball.
I must say, Mvala has really impressed me. You know, the game against Morocco, he was incredible, impeccable.
I thought he was going to be man of the match. I mean, even the penalty, he saved South Africa because that was a goal-bound effort there.
Yes.
Themba Zwane with a very good run.
But did you expect South Africa to beat Morocco?
Yes, I did. But you remember, even when the penalty was given, I said, just because it's a penalty does not therefore it's a given goal. And the thing is that the expectation is that everybody, when a penalty is given, then everybody assume that it's going to be a goal.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Hakimi try to mimic Percy Tau from the Mali game, you know?
Yeah.
So
and as the tournament has gone on now, I've seen Hugo Broos being a bit more animated.
It's the pressure stages, eh?
Yes, some fans, you know, have been criticizing him that he's a bit arrogant. What do you make of that?
Look, I think,
especially with the selection of the team.
Look, from where we are, you're always going to be finding that there's going to be unhappy supporters.
Yes.
And remember, even when he does speak, if you are asked a question about a certain element, and what people don't do, they don't then listen to or watch the whole interview. They just take clips from it and they go, yeah, he's arrogant. But there would have been a question that led to him answering in a certain way.
Yes.
And as a coach, if you don't believe in your team, then who will?
Yes.
Why did you then select them? And you are the coach and you have to believe in your team.
And to add on to what you said, Africa is a continent where we easily confuse arrogance and self-confidence.
Yes.
is easily intertwined and it's easily twisted around. You understand?
But it's very clear. Nigerians, on the other hand, it's not self-confidence, it's beyond.
If you look at the South African team, right, most of the players are from Sundowns, okay? And it makes football sense.
Yeah.
Why they are from Sundowns.
I don't know why everyone's making such a big deal.
It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Knowing that
we know it's a formula that works.
Yes, what I'm trying to drive at is that Sundowns is a team that has been consistent in African football. Unlike Orlando Pirates that only won the cup in '95 and we've not seen anything from them. Do you understand? So it is only fair for Sundowns to have a majority of players in the South African national team. Because they've been very progressive.
Okay.
I'm even surprised their coach is not on the stands right now.
Ooh! That's a shot from Mokoena. Mokoena is so good at those long range passes.
He's got
those long range shots.
He's got a lethal shot, very
but
lethal shot.
But the Kivets also have got that too. They are two out of the 3 goals they scored against Mali was from out of the 18-yard.
Wow.
So it's going to be a very, very interesting game.
So Mali is your I worry, Junior, because you're always referring to teams that have left and have gone home.
because you are as strong as the most strongest team that was defeated by your opponent.
Okay, a long ball. I could see. Wow.
It's going to be a very, very interesting game, and this is only the first 10
evidence,
minutes.
Press.
What do you make of Evidence, Makopa? Is he a good striker to you?
Evidence is looking for evidence why he's a striker.
Look, I think the way that South Africa have played him, he's played well and he's been able to move people around just by his presence alone. I just believe that he can impose himself a bit more. He can, for a guy his height, he can be able to win a lot more aerial balls or hold a lot more. That's what I think his game lacks.
Shouldn't Bruce be bringing him on late in the game when maybe you're winning 1-0, you need to protect the lead, then, he can do that for you, Evidence.
No.
I don't believe he's a starter.
I disagree with what you're saying, right? And the reason why I disagree with what you're saying is if you look at the Cape Verde team, the average age is 30 years.
Yeah.
Okay, for the Cape Verde team, the average age is 30 years. And Evidence is probably like around 23, 24 years. So he's got that pace and energy on his side compared to the defense of the Cape Verde.
So with that, is that the one that now it's experience versus the youth.
The youth, yes.
So you are most likely to see, but Tapelo Morena's got a lot of pace. The Cape Verde, so how they defend against him is going to be very, very important in terms of being able to move forward. So with that being said, is that will Cape Verde have the legs to carry through, because their games have been they've got an extra day to rest, but their games have been very high tempo.
Yes, so for me, I see a lot of goals in the last 20-30 minutes of the game. I see a lot of goals and
so Cape Verde, their last 4 matches, they've scored 8 goals. South Africa, they've scored,
so it's 2 against Morocco,
4 against Namibia.
So 6
and Tunisia, it was a 0-0 draw.
Yeah,
because it was just a business transaction. It didn't need to do much.
And then South Africa against
against Mali, they didn't score. But like the Namibia game, the Morocco game, this team has shown us that they have goals in them. So that's why I just think.
There's a stats that I read that South Africa have scored more goals in open play rather than set pieces. Which is something that has not happened to a lot of teams.
I was so happy with the Morocco game when Mokoena scored the free kick, because that was always my concern with the South African team, that they don't make enough out of their set pieces,
And something that, and funny enough, they do work a lot on those set pieces. It's just that there hadn't been a point where they've pulled it off. So one looks at it and is able to say that it's good that it came about, and it shows that a lot of practice that happened behind the scene has paid dividends to that. With Cape Verde, the one thing that one cannot help but notice, there is a lot of hard work from the team in terms of how they play.
Yes.
There is a lot of running from a team that says the people are there to make sure that they support the team, they support the vision, and that's what you need from a team perspective.
Yes, and this comes from a football association that has invested a lot into their game, into soccer in the country. Since they made it to the Afcon in 2013, the Football Federation in Cape Verde have spent so much money. They've got the best soccer facility on the continent. They've got.
I'd always believe that's Morocco that's got that.
Cape Verde has got currently, because when the FIFA president even was on the continent, he went to go and sleep there. So not based on soccer pitch.
So the hotels were fully booked?
No, they've got a hotel. They've got like a soccer hotel. That's what I mean. Like they've got a soccer hotel. Now they're about to build a soccer hospital right next to the hotel. So they are investing so much. And if you look at their GDP, and the amount of money they're investing in the game.
In football, yeah.
It's incredible.
And GDP is like a GDP of Kumasi.
GDP of Soweto, let's put it that way. So that.
So, gentlemen, let's just look at the stats so far in the game. South Africa have 3 shots, Cape Verde have 2. Shots on target.
No, but that's what is me. We haven't seen a shot on target. There hasn't been anything that Ronwen has had to say.
Yes.
But I guess that's stats.
And the possession, Cape Verde have 68% of the ball. South Africa only 32. So I think Hugo Bruce is going for the catch them on the counter approach. Is that going to work with this team?
That's the only way. Because you can't.
Blue shots.
Remember what I said? You can't build from the back because they will not allow you.
But isn't the same strategy that they used against Morocco? They allowed Morocco in the first 15 to 20 minutes. Absorb the pressure. Because remember, the humidity means that you can't keep that up. At some point, you're going to need to come up for air. And you're going to be needing to be the one that's resting and making sure that you are up and about. So it becomes very important in terms of how do you manage that.
We getting a message from the United States. Mr. John Aliu, he says, Cape Verde, best football package in Africa.
Not surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Football. I know it's the playoffs, John, but please, soccer. So maybe John was watching
American football.
By the way, I believe the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl, so that's my bet on that. Yeah. But the one thing, and I have to agree with you, because there hasn't been a lot of hype, but as a team, there have been a lot of unity, the way that they play, there is a style that they play, that's what they've stuck to. Yes. Whereas when you look at the other teams, it's more reliant on individual brilliance at the moment.
Yes.
And what they've done and the way that they, because if you look at all the games that they've played, they've always been very clear in terms of it's the team effort more than it is an individual effort.
And they stick to their game plan. The whole 90 minutes, they stick. Look, Cape Verde, sorry to Cape Verde is one team that even when they make substitutions, it doesn't change their game plan. When they make substitutions, it doesn't change their game plan.
They have quality.
They have, and everybody knows the role they are playing.
Yes.
It's an incredible team. And
I was going to ask you, does the history between these two sides, bother you?
Look, I know that the last 2 times we've played them and we've lost 2-1 at both of them. So for me, it is one of those that then becomes a... But you then look and you say, this is a
least
tournament.
The players know each other.
Yeah,
you know.
So. But also is that there's a different mentality. Tournament mentality is very, very different compared to the World Cup qualifiers, because you go back to clubs. So those are some of the things that you've got to be able to say, how do you handle that? So those are some of the things that one has to deal with.
Yeah, so I mean, this will be the second time they will meet at the Nations Cup. I think the games they lost 2-1 were qualifiers. But the Nations Cup, we saw that in 2013, they drew 0-0.
Yes.
So it means that South Africa definitely, on their day, they could match them toe to toe. Yeah.
Look, and that's the thing. And I think at the time that South Africa that played Cape Verde at the time, and the guys that are here now, now it's a very it's a very more organized South Africa. It's a lineup that for the first time in a long time, we can give you a lineup without actually having to look very far. So those are some of the things that when you look at, one can only say it's a marvel to watch. You look at the back four, it's set. Yes. The goalkeeper is set. The midfield is set. And the front is set. Whereas in the past, it was like almost every game is like, ta-da, this is what you get. And this South Africa is very, very different at the moment.
And that is not even only limited to South Africa. Football as a whole on the continent has been very, very dynamic in the past 3 to 4 years. And let's give Patrice Motsepe his trophy. Let's give him his flowers. He's done an incredible job with this Afcon. He's really, really done by upping the prize money, by upping the sponsors. The sponsors.
I mean, normally some of the issues that one used to always look at is that you'd always find that.
Oh, that's a lot. Okay.
You see, he's prophesying things that are not there. I mean, you'd always find there's bonuses issues. There's TV issues. All those things. You've now got more TV partners that have come on board. This is watched everywhere in the world. This is now watched by Europe, this is watched in the Americas, this is watched everywhere else. And then you also get the fact that there's more sponsors that some have returned because they're saying, this we believe in because it's a brand that we can like. Leadership has meant that the rest of the continent has had to follow in terms of how they play and what they do. And this has been something that this administration has been. Notice how we have not spoken about the
refereeing. Like, it's amazing. And to add on to what you said, I heard in the vineyards some time ago last week that he's even signing an airline that will be responsible for transporting all national countries to the venue for Afcons. Wow. And that's never been done.
Never.
That's never been done.
But it's also when you look at this, you then be able to say, CAF as a whole has grown.
Yeah.
Yes.
CAF is more business-like.
Yes, now.
Not more. CAF is business.
Yes.
Football is big business again. Because you now look at, now we can finally focus on what's on the pitch. We're not focusing on who did what, who's doing. Now the result is the one that matters. Now the results are saying to us.
Look at how Cape Verde set up. You know, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players in the box there. How do you get through that?
But it's also important that while they do that,
9
the
players
group of players that are there
behind the
are
ball.
very comfortable behind the ball.
Yes, yes.
Because now you've got Temba's one who's very comfortable in what you would call those small spaces. He can be able to play, and you've got Tebogo Mokoena. And the closer they come, it's now coming into range for Mokoena.
Yes.
But you also look at somebody like Tapelo Morena. He's somebody that can be able to make runs that can be very... As I say, that Tapelo Mokwena's foot seems to have a donut as the ball goes through. But it is those things that you're now saying, it's okay if they sit back. They're now playing into the South Africans' hands because they are comfortable at playing at feet and ground.
Yeah, play
small, you know, those small boxes, and they can be...
And you've got individuals that are also very stylish to the point that they can easily get a penalty.
Here's the question. Are Cape Verde comfortable playing from the back, though?
No, they're not used to that kind of football. They are not used to that kind of football.
So if they are pressed, because the more the game opens up, you start to see Mtobi Mvala is very comfortable on the ball at the back. You're starting to see a Aubrey Mudiba that is very comfortable at the back. You're starting to see a Kekana that's comfortable. So players are coming to themselves because there's always a first man. They'll rush. But can you do that for 90 minutes?
That's the thing. And Cape Verde seems to have this principle, like the best form of defense is offense. Do you understand?
But that opens you up.
That opens you up, but when you believe so much in your midfield and your striking force, you know, it's a bet.
Yeah.
So South Africa have a set piece again. What have you made out of the South African set pieces? Am I just making a big deal out of the fact that, you know,
Pesutao lost the first penalty of
Look, I mean, in terms of set pieces, it's been the Tebogo Mokoena free kick and most. So it would be very interesting to see what they've done and how they've dealt with it. So it's interesting to look at most of South Africa's goals are coming from open play.
Open play, yes.
So while, yes, set pieces are a part of the game, South Africa has not focused only on set pieces. It's just focused on let us play football. And they will play and they will make sure that the box entries are from playing the players that are there. The skill of Zwane, Tebogo Mokoena will be the ones that get them through.
It's so interesting at Cape Verde. They have one of the oldest starting 11s in the tournament.
So they're the senior citizens of
29, and
they can't make it to the next Afcon. Most of these players will not be able to make it to the next Afcon.
Yes,
and that's kind of worry.
5 of their goals.
Hey, this is Africa. People play for long.
Well, yeah, but now we are moving from that phase.
No, we've moved from that phase. And that's the thing. How long do you give a player? No man, Miss Masha. Yes. We need scissors. What is this man? We need scissors here because we're gonna cut the.
To cut.
No,
his beard.
we gotta shave the beard.
Yes.
The man made a promise on
he made
live.
a promise live. He said if South Africa lose to Morocco,
my brothers,
and if Nigeria lose to Angola,
why are you taking people's jobs? Leave the barbers to do their jobs, and let's do the football.
No. You were not talking about barbers when you were at the time. You were just saying you will cut it online.
So are you happy with what you're seeing so far in this first half?
Look, South Africa is starting to grow in confidence, and you're starting to see some players that you want those players on the ball. You're starting to see more of a Themba Zwane on the ball. You're starting to see more of a Tebogo Mokoena. Yes, in those small spaces. I mean, look at the way Cape Verde is. If you're going to be pressing from the front, but everybody's behind the ball in your own half, it says a lot. So Themba Zwane is going to be very key in opening that up, and you may just see a crack of a shot from a likes of Tebogo Mokoena in terms of doing that. So it becomes very interesting on how South Africa is playing at the moment.
Do you feel like Williams has been tested enough in this Afcon? That we've seen what he possibly can. Do you think he has been tested?
I think one of the things, while we may say he's not tested enough, then that's testament to his defense.
His defense, yes.
Because it means your defense has played that well, but when you needed to step up, he has stepped up.
Okay.
I mean, if you look at what the defense has done,
I really like him. You know?
I mean, he's been very good at marshalling the back in terms of how he plays and how he distributes. So, and communication to him and his team. And it also helps that these players play at the same club.
The same club, yes.
So, Sitao on the prowl.
Tebza.
No.
Mokoena.
Too strong.
And Zwane, he's been...
Zwane is very influential in how he's playing at the moment.
He's been involved in... He's been
too many touches.
Ref, come on.
That's a free kick.
That's a free kick.
But also
that's a yellow card.
But
also, I feel like South Africa...
is it Tebogo Mokoena that's injured? Okay, I was going to say he needs to get up. But Aubrey in that area, from having watched from a club level, Aubrey Mudiba can be able to take them and Tebogo. So those are the options that you've got, because those are two proven free kick takers in terms of what they do.
But also...
Zwane also has a strong shot on him.
Have you seen the way
that is Mokoena.
Have you seen the way the Cape Verdeans are communicating among themselves? There's, it's not most of the time you see people screaming, hey. But there's a calm.
If there's one thing from playing, there's nothing as tiring as shifting left to right.
Okay.
And Bafana Bafana are shifting Cape Verde. So now watch how, because Cape Verde have always had players that are teams that play in sporadically and periodically rather. You're now having to move left and right. Watch how South Africa will move from Mudiba on the left to Morena on the right. That is tiring, my friend. No matter which team you are, that's tiring. This is do I want Mokoena or Mudiba? Because both of them have got deadly boots.
So free kick for South Africa.
I don't want Mokoena for this one. I don't want Mokoena for this one.
You haven't seen Mudiba do it?
No, I haven't.
I understand you don't watch quality football. But Mudiba's got a deadly left foot in such situation. So
tell me, have you ever watched a Ghanaian local league game?
Yes, of course.
What's the Ghanaian local league called?
Ghana Premier League. Ghana Premier League. Yeah, just that
it is not as big. It's not as big. So you're still having the TV issues and all those things.
The facilities is a problem. We don't even. Can you imagine? Even that is why Ghanaians are so angry. The budget for the Afcon Ghana alone was $8.5 million.
Oh man.
Wow.
The winning prize for Afcon is $3.5 million.
Let's see.
How does it make business sense to a
Let's
football
see.
association?
Come
This
on,
might be
Debza.
a goal.
Come on.
Oh!
Oh, too much. So it's what I was saying.
The technique. He was
Yeah.
supposed to. He couldn't get it over the wall.
Wasn't that a handball though?
Maybe VAR should look.
Let's see.
It was a handball.
It was a handball.
But then his hand was close to his body though.
And I think that's, but it's
That's a
always
tricky one.
It's always one of the things, because you always say, if it touches the hand, should it not be?
Yeah, so back to what I was saying. For a country, for a tournament, whose winning prize is $3.5 million, Ghana did not even get out of the group stage, and our budget was $8.5 million. How does that make sense? Why would you spend more money than you're going to win on a tournament?
Look, and that's been the legacies of previous administration in terms of Africa. You've got, I mean, I can name any country in Africa. You look at their books.
Sorry, I gotta read this from Christophe Bongo.
Please, we're trying to keep the high quality of this conversation going. We don't want people. Isn't he fasting for Arsenal right now at the moment?
So he says, football-wise, we're winning this match, but this is Afcon 2023. Then John Aliu says, this is shaping up to be a game that may be decided on fine margins. South Africa should ensure they bury the opportunity when they come. This Afcon has taught so many bitter lessons.
No, and it is very true. When you get opportunities, I mean, look at South Africa versus Morocco. Morocco were on the ascendancy. They were coming with everything. South Africa, I mean, the first shot that they had, but Morocco did not have any shots on target. They were not. But South Africa got 2 chances. They buried those, and that becomes very critical in terms of how you play.
Yeah.
Quality cross.
And that was a good communication between the defender and the goalkeeper.
Yeah. And that's important too, because
Very
you need to be able
important.
to trust each other.
Yes.
You don't
In
need
the
to
last 5 minutes has been all South Africa for me. You know?
Yeah, South Africa has been playing
But that's
rather
also
well.
quite dangerous though, because then your defense gets to relax.
But what you've got is that you also don't want to be whereby you are forever at the back on your back foot.
On the back foot,
There
yes.
needs to be a time that you need
take
to
off the
impose
pressure.
yourself and be.
So a cooling break.
But this
Junior
cooling break is
We should
during
be
a set piece.
We should be having a cooling break here.
Yeah,
too.
but
Miss Masha, it's a cooling break. The scissors, the scissors, the knife, even if it's blunt,
it's a cooling break, not a shaving break.
So Budao, Zwane, oh my gosh. Do you know Zwane has made 50% of the chances, South Africa's chances in this competition?
He's been very influential for South Africa. I mean, he's one of the, I mean, if you remember, even when he got the 2 men of the matches when South Africa beat Namibia and drew with Tunisia, I mean, he was very influential in terms of what South Africa does. He was very influential in the tempo of the game and being able to make sure that the team is able to move forward. Seems to be a lot of Cape Verde supporters there. But might just be the whole country at this moment.
This yeah, because their population isn't that high. But then this is what I expected from this game. In the first half, I expected it to be a bit cagey. I think in the second half is when we're going to see the game open up, and we're going to see goals.
For me, wow! Game. Look at the beautiful Cape Verde women. We can't ignore them. Africa is a land of beauty, and Cape Verde is really representing us here.
Yeah,
you know. But back to what you were saying,
when football goes missing in your country, it becomes a problem.
Yeah, they focus on women.
When football goes missing, but at this moment we shall say, "Hi, ladies, how you doing?"
and hi, ladies, they are married.
Now you're marrying us.
Hi, ladies, they are married. I'm single, as we say.
Oh wow! So this is another.
But for me, right, if I was Hugo, right, what I would do is I would tell Zwane to get very comfortable in the 18-yard box. He's got a good chance to get a penalty for South Africa in this game.
Zwane to Didn't he score a brace against Namibia?
Yes, he did.
He scored 2.
Yeah,
He's got a very good
So
chance
if
for a
he
penalty.
scores a third one, he's going to be the
leading-
first South African player since Sean Bartlett in the year 2000 to score 3 goals or more.
Didn't
Afcon.
Benny McCarthy score? I remember Benny McCarthy tortured Namibia.
Yes.
I think in Burkina Faso, yeah.
Hat trick. I think he scored.
Yeah,
he
he
scored
scored
all
the
the
hat-trick.
all the 4 goals of the hat trick.
But that was 98, Benny
Yeah,
McCarthy, when
yes.
he did that.
Yes.
I'm saying since the year 2000.
Oh, okay, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, see, where Tembazwane lost the ball, you always don't want your attacking players to be there because they get too casual.
Yes,
and you lose the ball
yes,
there,
yes.
you are now faced
Yes.
where you are now under attack.
Yes, and we have suffered from that before as well.
Every game.
Blue Sharks.
But anyway, we have 2 very good tacticians at work in this game.
Who?
Like the coaches. We have 2 very
Look,
very good tacticians.
Hugo's got a very...
He reads the game.
He reads the game. He may not play the most enterprising football.
Yes.
The football that he puts out may not be
It's entertaining.
but it's about results.
It's about, yes.
And,
yes.
Oh, so the Blue Sharks of... Oh, that's a nice...
The Blue
Who
Sharks
was that,
of home.
Mudau?
Yes. Kuliso is a very solid defender. Oh, good tackle there.
For me, nothing is as impressive as a coach that reads the game and understands the game. So that when they make changes, you can see that this coach is watching the game with us.
Yeah, but also you also need players that can be able to implement that. Because once you've got the instructions, once you've seen what is happening, you need to be able to say the team is doing well, the team is moving forward, and they're able to adapt according to situation when and whenever needed to.
You know, I was speaking to Timothy Batabari, the former captain of the Uganda national team, and he made a point to me which I felt was very, very interesting. So he was like, a coach.
Oh!
They're fighting
Did I
for
hit
handball.
the bar?
They're fighting for handball. They're fighting for handball. They're fighting for
That's a
handball.
foul. But what happened to that shot?
It came off one of the players that was on the floor, a South African player.
They're fighting for handball. They shouldn't push for VAR. If they do, it's going to be a problem.
But you can see the...
That's good football.
Yes.
You can see how they pass the ball.
And everybody, they are where they're supposed to be. Do you understand? It's a very enterprising football, I must say.
Woo, that was a good shot.
Okay, it wasn't a handball. It wasn't a handball. Yeah.
Hey, kitchen family. Oh, no twins there. No twins there. Family is gone there, man. Family is gone. Gonna need ice bucket. Yeah.
Wow, that was a scary moment for South Africa. All South Africans actually.
But when it happened, I mean, there's only one player that was there looking for a penalty. But you know, I understand maybe he's got some Ghanaian blood in him of looking for penalty when there's no penalty. So, but looking at this, from your side as in Nigeria, as you now wait for one
The
of these
winner of
teams
this
to
game,
go,
yeah.
how are you feeling? Do you feel any of them that give you a bit of a heart palpitation?
No, both of them will give Nigeria a game. They're 2 very good sides. You know, I think, you know...
Wow.
Cape
Now the
Verde.
Cape Verde are exerting the pressure. They are putting the
Ryan
pressure.
Mendes actually hasn't gotten into this game so far. He's been, you know...
But now he is now.
Yeah,
He's trying to exert his control.
He's getting into it.
But
But
isn't it that because of Mudau, the way that he's playing? Because Mudau can give you that space, but whenever it needs to, it gets to a critical point.
You clear the ball.
He's always there. He'll always. I mean, he's one of the guys. When you look at, somebody do. Hey.
You see, now, it's getting shaky now. When he starts making such clearances.
Yeah,
Yes.
look. You always have those moments that where everybody, and you need to be able to be switched on and be able to make sure that you are very clear in terms of your lines and how you defend.
So
That was the handball?
You know, I needed to ask you this. Do you think South Africa has gotten behind the football national team Like the way, you know, the same treatment the rugby.
Far
the
from
rugby
Yes,
team
you
got.
don't even get to.
It's not even because what you got is that there was a lot of corporate behind it.
Behind the rugby.
And once corporate got behind it, the broadcasters got behind it, the social media
Is
was.
there any
and then the people,
commercial?
the citizenship also got behind
Look,
it.
any
first of
commercial
all, when the Springboks went into the World Cup as defending champions.
Okay.
So when South Africa was coming here, some people didn't even expect us to go out of the group stages.
Oh, wow.
So talk about the level of expectancy
Yes.
from the two. The other one was the defending champions. The other ones were, well, if they make it, they make it. They may not even make it out.
For me also, I feel like the media and then the FA is not also playing that role. They need to take up spaces. You understand? There was nowhere that you would go that you wouldn't see a billboard about the Springboks.
But also it comes down to, because what then happens is that with the Springboks, you had the likes of who were the Springbok sponsors.
Yes.
So those are the guys that would consume most of the space. Banking partners, cell phone partners who are now, if you look at it, they would be the ones that would be able to take our evidence. You're lacking evidence.
So far, are you impressed with what you're seeing with South Africa?
Look, I'm content, not impressed.
Yes.
You've got to be
That's
able
the
to
right
say
word. That's the
there's
right
been
word.
moments where they have, but when asked to do any job, be it in defense or wherever, they've stepped up. So you got to be able to say players that have stepped up, you then say kudos to them.
So the Blue Sharks.
So have you seen what I've noticed?
look at that! Look at that! Oh!
Have you seen what I've noticed? Now the team has realized that there's a loophole in the right back of the South African defense, and they've been utilizing that for the past 5 minutes. And you can see the amount of
South Africa's under pressure now.
You see,
No, but remember, and what will happen is that when you look at these teams, what will happen is that there's going to be different times when someone comes on the ascendancy.
Yeah.
Are you going to be able to sustain their pressure and the way that they play? And that's very important.
You see, now they're going to switch. They will still switch to the left-hand side. You watch. They lost the ball.
As
but
you said,
they are using.
the Lord had other ideas.
Okay.
You see, they realize there's a loophole there. Where they are right now, there is a loophole there.
Is it a loophole or is it them overloading?
I don't think they are really overloading. They're actually overloading more on the right, and then they know that the guys on the left are quicker than the South African defense. So they play the tiki-taka football on the right, then they play the speed game on the left.
Okay.
That's what they're doing.
But there's a lot of organization from both teams.
Definitely.
Though,
Definitely.
I mean, even when you look now, you can see
what I
that
was saying is a speed
the
game.
lines are very clear. The lines are very clear in terms of from a defensive setup, from when going forward, and that's what you need from any team.
I'm expecting to see like a firecracker over second half.
Yes, definitely.
I think this first half, you can see, like both teams just don't want to concede at this stage. You know, South Africa
But it's
defending in banks of 4. That
I mean,
turns to
but the
8
thing is, like,
after a while.
none of them have said we're gonna go all out and take this game to the opposition. Everybody plays in periodically. There was a time where South Africa was on the ascendancy.
Yes.
But now what you've got is that it's now Cape Verde who've come back. It's almost as if maybe the humidity and players are starting to feel that.
See now, 3 players, but they still managed to get the ball into the 18 yard. So there's
That was
definitely a
good
loophole.
defending.
But
There's definitely
even with the box entry though, what becomes very interesting is that there's still not a shot on target.
Yes, and let's say they put the body on the line.
Yeah.
The South African team, but that's also quite dangerous for penalty.
Shame this boy's gonna go home in tears.
Wow! Now,
Africa.
go! Speed! Now, wrong move. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Too many touches in the 18. Too many touches. You don't get such chances that often.
Cross, solid cross, Mudau. No man.
Too many touches. Too many touches. You know. Too many touches, and touches do not give you.
But isn't that how South Africa plays though?
Yes, but this a different level now.
Ooh, Temba.
This a different level now.
Yes, if you give passes like that, when you return, we will send you
So,
to another team.
who would you substitute at halftime from what you've seen so far?
Personally, it's too soon for you to decide.
No, at the moment, because there's nobody that you can say has not delivered.
Delivered.
Yes, the evidence plays in
missing.
patches.
Evidence
but
is missing.
if you remember, that's what he was like even against Morocco.
Before he scored.
Yes.
Because my thing about having too many touches in front of your opponent's box is
You allow the opposition to recover.
yes, and the more touches you make, the more mistakes you are bound to make.
Yeah.
Now we can see the fans are, are anxious. It's time.
It's going to be very, very interesting because you then go... Kekana and Mbala have been very solid. I mean,
yes.
For Cape Verde to have played the way that they have, and
They
it's
have
just
no
like
shots.
Morocco, you have no shots on target. You have no... So everything that you've come has either gone over, been blocked, and Ronwen has not had to make a...
Were you happy when Hugo Brosh made that change with Tudu?
Look, some of the things become... It was a necessary change.
Mandatory.
And
If you had Kekana and Mbala against Mali, do you think the results would have been different?
What if, could have, should have, it never works. Because you don't know how the Malians would have. And
the most important thing is you're here.
And you don't want to take away the good work done by Mali.
Yes.
They played very well. That's why we were happy to see them.
I'm just saying, like, this is the formula that works, you know?
Yeah. But it works from where?
No, I'm saying, like, from a standpoint
Sometimes
it works from club level. From club level, these are players that know each other. These are players that know what to expect from the other one. Good movement.
You see, now they need to
pass it.
Yes.
Pass it there.
Now, not too many touches this time.
Cross.
Not too many touches this time.
Cross.
And that chewing gum is too big.
Wow,
He needs to reduce that chewing
now we're measuring chewing gum. Hey, Opa, please, we bring scissors. This man is now measuring chewing gum.
That chewing gum is too big. It's taking his attention off from the game.
Oh my!
Chewing gum, all the things. I must go ask Ofori.
You know, I've seen quite a number of teams do this in the Afcon. First passes. You know, like when you get the ball, you whip that ball in. For one time, it works all the time. It disorientates.
Do you know why?
defenders.
Because of the element of surprise. Do you understand? Because of the element of surprise. Now there are less defenders, but there are more offensive players. So now they are wondering, where is the ball going to come from? Is the shot coming here? But now, when they have enough defenders, they can focus on where the ball actually is.
But also is that when you whip it in quickly, any deflection could be a goal.
Could be a goal.
So you need to be able to say, how do you deal with those things? Because now there's nothing worse from a defensive position where you are now. Moment for Junior.
Cape
Want to say hi
Verde.
to the ladies?
Cape Verde.
So
it makes sense why we lost to Cape Verde.
A free kick. Cape Verde.
I don't blame Ghana for losing to Cape Verde.
Why?
The players were probably focusing on the women in the stadium.
So Ghanaian players are not focused?
They are not focused. They are not focused. That one, I will not even defend them.
So Junior believes they were
distracted.
They were distracted by the women in the stadium.
A good distraction strategy from Cape Verde. Look at this.
What are you looking at?
I'm watching soccer.
We are here for the football.
We're here for the football.
No, but it might surprise you that may be a strategy by Cape Verde. It might surprise you that can be a distraction. Wow, great communication by William. Most keepers find such balls very, very dangerous.
Because there's too many people in the box.
And when your defender is right in front of you, you expect him to clear it, but see the communication. I'm coming, relax. And then he grabs the ball.
What has happened?
Good team communication. Very, very, very good team communication.
It seems like an incident happened off camera. Person towel. Okay, the last thing South Africa
need is
like Bafana need is a red card.
Bebe is still on the bench. That's one hell of a dangerous player.
How?
Percy
It was
Tau.
just a push.
No, but that was unnecessary.
No, but both of them...
Probably a yellow card.
No, you've got players that are... They're trying to stop Percy from going on the counter.
Yeah.
But the thing is, don't retaliate.
Yes, you're a professional. You're a professional. Don't fall for such tricks. Don't fall for such tricks. You're a professional. Percy
But
Tau,
that's a
somebody
yellow
of you-
card.
No, that's a
somebody of
yellow
your
card.
stature-
That's a yellow card.
I'll be surprised if it's red.
Somebody of your stature, you don't make such silly mistakes.
No, but also, you don't want to be getting into debates. I mean, I always wonder, why do players get into a debate?
You're not going to win.
You're not going to win a debate. You know, you're trying to...
You see, it's a silly.
laughing on the
Your
bench.
goalkeeper has got the ball. You are watching, fine, but why push him?
No. But the thing is, they're both pushing each other. This one now falls to act.
Dramatic,
Plays to...
yes.
So we were doing the same thing. Because both of them were doing the same thing. Dear Lord. Whoever is the executive producer and the director is making sure that Junior is distracted.
I can bet he's my twin brother. I can bet he's my twin brother because it's not Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire, we are next door. So maybe my family member.
Percy, stop explaining to the ref. Let it, it's those things that you then ask yourself, what is it that you want the ref to do? If the ref has made up his mind and
it's so funny. Just quickly touching on what the cameraman is doing in this game, panning to the pretty women in the stadium. There was a little funny story on social media
about the Ivorian man.
The Ivorian man trying to get the phone number of the Senegalese lady, and it was captured on the big screen.
And now he had to
in the stadium.
He had to go apologize to his wife and children on national TV.
Cameras are very dangerous.
They will destroy your marriage.
No, I mean, you've seen guys who are there, they're kissing each other, and then they see the cameras.
I'm not going home today.
I said I'm on a business trip. I just may happen to be in the stadium.
Okay, so luckily there seems to be no card given. Luckily.
No, but that once you saw it, there was no. It was you were doing the same thing.
There wasn't much contact,
but it's not worth the risk.
Yeah,
exactly. You don't want to be in those. Don't put a ref in that because now you've left your whole fate to a ref.
Yes.
Is that what you want to do?
I promise you, the midfielder that does not have the same value as Percy Tau has on the South African national team.
You don't want to be there because you don't want to. But also, besides Percy Tau,
so
you don't want to be
time
whereby your team is one man down.
Yes, because of silly mistakes like that.
Going into halftime, it's 0-0. Your thoughts on the game, Junior?
The game hasn't opened yet. The game hasn't opened yet. We might have seen some, incredible action, but for me, the game has not opened yet.
So, is it good then? Safe to say that both teams have played high with a lot of discipline in terms of the way that they've played,
and they've tried their very best to take their chances.
As a team waiting for South Africa to come and join you, your thoughts?
Let me tell you, I would want to see more from Zwane, from Mokoena. They've been a bit quiet for me, possibly due to the fact that Cape Verde also, they've been a bit solid with their shape. They've kept their shape well in this half. But I'm looking forward to this second half because this is where we're going to start to see all the football.
Yes.
But here, they've just been sparring.
So there's an agency that we expect now in the second half. All guns blazing.
Yes.
But at the moment, both teams are, they're definitely even. We could see from the stats that possession-wise, South Africa has 41%.
So the
Cape
stats have
Verde,
increased in terms
59%. The passes, 174 for South Africa. For Cape Verde, 236 passes. Even the shots are even. South Africa have 6 shots. Cape Verde also have 6 shots.
On target?
Shots on target it's 1-0 to South Africa at the moment.
That's not the scoreline that we want. With that being said, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go on a break. And then while it's halftime, recoup, try to find scissors so that Junior can have his moment of his beard being shaved. We shall be barbers. We don't care what he says. He made a bet. He lost on the bet. And after the break, we'll then be able to see what does this game hold for
And
us.
before we go for the break, it seems my brother here wants to be a barber in the near future. So if there's any barbering shop that has got a vacancy, please contact Fut-Afrique and we will definitely make a plan for you.
After making the plan, he will have no beard. We'll see you after the break. Enjoy yourself.
Uganda, we want you to still be part of the African Cup of Nations, even though your nation is not represented. But through us, South Africa, you are still there.
You can catch all this action every Sunday at 6 p.m. And if you happen to miss all this action, you can catch the repeat every Monday at 9:30 a.m.
So join it for duration of the Afcon. We have dubbed the show Afwaba, which simply means welcome. But it is a show that's partly more to you by Fut-Afrique, where we allow you to discover the African continent through its football.
Hello, Fut-Africa. I'm Zoe from Nelspruit. So today's prediction: Bafana Bafana 2, and then Cape Verde 1. Go Bafana Bafana!
Hi guys, I'm Kira. I think tonight's game is going to be really interesting with Cape Verde and South Africa. I'm going to be a bit biased and say that South Africa is going to win the game 2-1, but I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Hey, hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. My name is Shitsil. So today is a big game and I think South Africa is going to win. South Africa is my country, I love South Africa. I think they're going to win 3-1. 3-1 is the prediction. Take care, all the best to South Africa. Sharp, sharp.
Hello guys, how are you guys? Hey, come on, guys. Today's game between South Africa and Cape Verde and Hamane South Africa. South Africa 2. Cape Verde lately 1-1. Yeah, the prediction I'm late. And in Kaiko, tell me because but not tell me was large piece it out. You call it goal 1. Then I Lenya so one go to Koraba. Mar pissed out goal 1. Thanks guys.
So McGregor here from Game On. Tonight's game is quite an interesting one. We've got Cape Verde coming up against South Africa, and my heart and soul is with South Africa. But if you look at the way Cape Verde have been playing, you look at their results, you know, I think that they've got a good enough chance to beat South Africa here. They equal on head-to-heads in their last 5. It's 2 wins each and 1 draw. But as I said, you know, I've just looked at the way Cape Verde come into this tournament, the way they're playing. And yes, they may have one of the oldest squads, but I just think they're going to have too much for South Africa. I do think it's going to be very close. It might even go to extra time. But at the end of the day, I'm going to give a 2-1 victory to Cape Verde.
Hello, Fut-Africa. Africa. I'm Zoe from Nelspruit. So today's prediction, Bafana Bafana 2 and then Cape Verde 1. Go Bafana Bafana!
Hi guys, I'm Kira. I think tonight's game is going to be really interesting with Cape Verde and South Africa. I'm going to be a bit biased and say that South Africa is going to win the game 2-1, but I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Hey, hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. My name is Shadil. So today is a big game and I think South Africa is gonna win. South Africa is my country, I love South Africa. I think they're gonna win 3-1. 3-1 is the prediction. Take care, all the best to South Africa. Sharp, sharp.
Hello guys, how are you guys? Hey, come on, guys. Today's game between South Africa and Cape Verde and Hamane South Africa winner 2. Cape Verde winner, yes, you want to know. Yeah, the prediction I'm like, and in Kaiko, you tell me because but not to me was large piece it out, you call it Kule 1. Then I, Lenya, so one go to Koraba, not pissed out on Kule 1. Thanks, guys.
So McGregor here from Game On. Tonight's game is quite an interesting one. We've got Cape Verde coming up against South Africa, and my heart and soul is with South Africa. But if you look at the way Cape Verde have been playing, you look at their results, you know, I think that they've got a good enough chance to beat South Africa here. They equal on head-to-heads in their last 5. It's 2 wins each and 1 draw. But as I said, you know, I've just looked at the way Cape Verde come into this tournament, the way they're playing. And yes, they may have one of the older squads, but I just think they're going to have too much for South Africa. I do think it's going to be very close. It might even go to extra time. But at the end of the day, I'm going to give a 2-1 victory to Cape Verde.
Uganda, we want you to still be part of the African Cup of Nations, even though your nation is not represented. But through us, South Africa, you are still there.
You can catch all this action every Sunday at 6 p.m. And if you happen to miss all this action, you can catch the repeat every Monday at 9:30 a.m.
So join it for duration of the Afcon. We have dubbed the show Aquaba, which simply means welcome. But it is a show that's partly more to you by Fut-Afrique, where we allow you to discover the African continent through its football.
Welcome back into the second half. Cape Verde versus South Africa. South Africa looking to go and play against the Eagles, or hopefully they can be able to get there. Cape Verde seems to be on the attack as they get a corner. Gentlemen, welcome back. Your thoughts on what you've seen so far?
Well, I'm just hoping that the game opens up a lot more. South Africa started the match with a 4-2-3-1 formation. Cape Verde started with a 4-3-3. You know, I want to see both coaches change it up a little bit tactically and the game open up. I want to see goals like I predicted. So let's see what happens.
Who do you, from the Cape Verde bench, who do you see?
Baby.
So everything is
must
baby,
come on.
everybody else doesn't matter.
Baby, no, not everyone else, because Cape Verde have very dangerous players on the bench. But Baby has been a revelation for them, you know, in this tournament, and he makes things click for them. I mean, they have a striker called Tavares, you know, very dangerous number 9. You know, he's someone that could come on. For me, definitely what Makopa, you know, should be like. This Tavares kid on the bench, he's more, you know, he's a striker that definitely gets into defenders' faces and really attacks the ball.
Very, very interesting. Rent a crowd, South Africa.
So for
no, man, somebody moved something. Carry on there. Somebody moved something.
Yeah. Oh wow. So I think I'm going to stand in for him while he goes to look for.
I wonder what he's going to look for.
Yeah, just to cut your beard, you know. But that's where the strength is. That's where the strength is.
In the absence of Marcia and Opa not being able to get her scissors, we have found a knife. Can be very close to his kid.
Oh,
nice one, William.
You see.
So we will be able to carry forward the shaving after this.
No, so that's where his strength is, you know, like Samson. That's where his strength is. You know,
and Delilah's from Cape Verde.
Coming from
the Nigerian prophet.
And also this helps him. This helps him analyze. This helps him analyze the beautiful game. His full bit. So. Yeah,
have you heard his analysis? Come on, maybe we should shave it off.
Coming from the Nigerian prophet.
So that's what he told me at halftime. That's why he doesn't want us to cut his beard. You know, I'm saving you there. You know,
so you will send him the invoice.
The invoice, yes. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Take the first time shot. I don't know why it's not Persitao.
But you've got a defender that's there. But he's done well to press up all that way.
But have you noticed Mokoena isn't moving into the box a lot?
Mokoena may not be moving into the box a lot, but what he's done when Cape Verde tries to build, he's always there and he's always interrupting the way that they play.
Yes.
Look, the way, if ever, it's not a position that you want to find a Modaude. It's not where you want to find your right back. He's not the player that you want. But the junior did say that the gum is heavy because he's got the weight of the cup. So he's measured that before.
So Crystal Bongo saying, so far Modau is the best player on our side. And it says football has windows. Make sure you survive during a bad window. We need to reach halftime without conceding a goal. And then someone says,
he's watching the game delayed live.
You know he's in the temple, so delayed network.
so XCT says, great show, loving the ball commentary from Adelani, and also thank you. And
of course he did the one that says that. Please, Adelani, you must pay the invoice. Send the invoice for such comments.
So he says Tau is still a weak link in that 11.
Look, I think at some point Hugo Bruce needs to make a decision on Tau.
Yes.
Okay.
The name cannot be that big that yes, he's a presence, but has he delivered?
Yes.
Because if you don't deliver, then why are we carrying you?
Just because you are tall, so
You can't. Yes, there's an element of fear that you do.
Who would you rather have apart from Percy Tau in the 11?
Now look at that.
You know,
bad touch.
Percy Tau also brings that international experience.
International what?
But has he? You've got to be able to say, while you've got it, you have not delivered it. You've got a Maseko that's sitting on the bench because you're going for position where he is. In that position, when a Maseko comes on, Maseko has been able to
More
deliver.
influential.
And he's been able to add pace and pace it out at the moment. Brilliant player on his day, but he has not had his day in this tournament. If you go and say, let's discuss.
Ooh. You see what I'm saying about Cape Verde? Oh man. Woo.
Again, another
Now
shot
the
that's
game.
blocked.
Now the game is starting to open. That's Montero, their number 10, very lethal midfielder.
But you've got to be able to say, one of the things is that Cape Verde, while they may have box entries and being able, there's still no shot on target.
Yes.
Yes.
Very correct for that one.
So you've got to be able to say that's very dangerous there.
You see how they're pressing.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is what I said. What you remember what I said in the beginning?
But it seems like everybody's read the Malian handbook on how to play South Africa.
Keep the ball moving. Madao.
Oh.
Shoot. Don't give it to Percy there.
For me, right, there are three important things that South Africa needs to be aware of in this second half, and they're the three P's.
Oh, nice pass. Give the ball in.
The three P's.
Cross it.
The three P's are very important for South Africa in the second half: positioning, penetration, and punishment.
So you've been watching Steve Rompela. Coach Steve, we thank you for such wonderful words. Now Junior starting to. We can shave you.
So that look just like him.
You look just like him.
So do you think Evidence tried to cross that ball and then he scoffed the shot?
No, it was a shot, a very weak shot if you ask me.
And a terrible decision.
But you're starting to see a lot of.
You see, now the defensive errors and the midfield errors are going to come into play now.
But what you're starting to see is that because of the way that it is, now South Africa on the ascendancy.
Mm-hmm.
And if you give it about 10 minutes, you'll start seeing Cape Verde starting to want to be able to play and being able to say, this is what.
Is South Africa?
Oh, Evidence. Is he offside?
No, it's not, but.
Make the right decision.
Poor delivery.
Yes. Poor decision making.
Yes,
and you've got so much time and you're left.
But we're seeing the game open up so much more.
In the first like 10 minutes of the second half, it's been post to post, literally.
Yeah. Whoever attacks, you've got to be able to know you're opening up.
Yeah.
And when you're opening up, the opposition is now starting to find a lot more.
You must be ready to face the consequences of opening up.
But it was very poor. It was poor decision making there from Evidence and being able to say you've got space and time and you still kick with.
But I'm happy that we're seeing like a long range, attempt. I mean, we haven't seen any for like the last 5 minutes.
No, but look, while you may be happy, but it's not a rugby game. You can't be finding the ball in Rose. Just keep it in target so that people can be able to make Ronwen. Because what you want is the keeper to make a save. If he doesn't handle, he parries it back into play, and that's what you're looking for.
So now, the way the game is structured, this is how it's going to be. It's about who will be able to punish who the quickest.
Yes.
Literally.
No. So I think it's starting to be at that stage of the game whereby people need to be clinical.
Yes.
Need to be
clinical.
Oh.
Yes. That's also very, 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 very poor delivery. Rodriguez, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I think he rushed his shots, and Ronwen was just in the right place.
Yes, at the right time.
His positioning was right.
But if South Africa continues to give away such chances.
But you can't say give away sight.
He could have opened up his body more and,
But remember, you see, and it's always from that same spot. from the left-hand side. Remember, first half, it was right-hand side. Now it's moved to the left-hand side because they switch pools now. You see, so it goes back to what I was saying. They found a deficiency. They really found a deficiency.
But I would say South Africa definitely at the moment they've more than handled them. They've handled.
For me, I mean, this is
they've
their
handled
first
the pressure
shot on target.
Yes.
And you're going, okay.
And let me make this prophecy. If a goal is going to come,
Oh, man of God.
if a goal is going to come through this game for Cape Verde, it's either going to be through Rodriguez or he's going to assist.
Okay.
Mark my words. Either he's going to score or he's going to assist in the goal.
So you don't see South Africa scoring?
No. South Africa will score, but I'm saying for Cape Verde.
Either Rodriguez or Montero.
Yes, but
Montero is also another
Rodriguez
player.
will definitely be involved. Either he scores or he assists.
There's starting to be a lot of room, a lot of space that's opening up there in the middle.
So Cape Verde are keeping their shape of 4 at the back.
Maybe it's because
and they have
both teams are committing more men to offensive play now. But now, who has the ability to fall back when it's needed? You see, that's Rodriguez again.
okay, Rodriguez. Yeah, it looked
offside.
It looked offside, but definitely there was no way the ref could see it.
But there's a
VAR and there's a whole lot of
there's so many other
options for him to figure that out.
Now we're seeing the game open up a little bit more. Okay.
Ooh.
I don't know why so many temes don't believe in
what?
In first time balls.
No,
What
it
that
depends.
ball?
You see, one of the close friends of mine, Timothy Batabare, the former national captain for the Ugandan national team, made a comment that a coach's contribution to soccer is only 20%. What you, the player, do on the field of play forms the 80%.
Also it's the coach's influence needs to be so decisive. At some point, you don't carry a name. Your name is not going to get a
Yes.
Your name is not going to be able to be. So now you then say, what that we looking
Those hard decisions. That's what
the coach needs to do. You can't say, I'm hoping that he's going to. He is not.
Yeah.
We are now at a different stage. Do you now say, has Mahopa done enough to still be on the field? The answer for me would be no. Because he's not pressing them. Neither is he very clinical in terms of the chances that he's got. So we're seeing that it's going to be whereby you need somebody who's going to be mobile up front. Is it a time you bring Lepasa or...
Oof. What a recovery.
Oh, Ishibobo.
Yeah, that was a bad Shibobo.
Ishibobo.
You know, when these things happen so far away from the box, so far away from anything, you prove the African thing that we will dribble and have the moments so far away from anything.
It's the beauty of football. You can't take it away from it.
Okay, good. South Africa could counter now. Yes, good. Pass it to Evidence. Pass it. Oh, man. That ball should have been passed to Evidence.
Yeah.
So now I'm wondering that is it a quality thing?
No, but it's not a quality thing. It's decision making at the time, because he's running facing that way, scan, and he should have been able to scan and be. And at that time he didn't.
You know, an Iniesta would have shied that reverse pass. You know.
But I always think those comments are unfair. In football, you get split seconds to make that decision.
To make a decision, yes.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. Was that he couldn't make that pass to Evidence, or he didn't see? I mean, because football is also
you
about
must know where the players
vision.
are, though.
You must know where your players are, but also
you should know where the players are.
But also remember, you're looking at the line. Is he in an onside position?
Yeah, okay,
or
that's
are we
also
going
very
to lose
important.
the ball and turn it over because he's run off too quickly, or we didn't so all those things, you've got to make all those decisions in a very, very quick time. And the safest option there was then to be able to pass to Pacey.
Do you see like Mokoena competing in Europe next year? Playing for a top side.
Yes, I heard there are a couple of teams after him actually. I heard there are a couple of teams after him, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
I think Chris is praying for that now. because Partey is forever injured. Arsenal could be able to do with somebody like.
Oh, look at this! Look at this! I hope.
We're already starting to run back. I mean, Mudiba.
And Cape Verde have Costa and Lopez in the heart of their defense, and those are players attracting a lot of interest in Europe at the moment.
For me, I'm hoping when I see Maseko, it's not a substitution of Morena, because Morena is more effective than Pesitao is.
Okay.
I hope so, and I hope maybe either Pesitao or Evidence.
One of the two. The way that the game is going,
yes,
one of the two needs to be the one that makes way.
And if he makes that changes, that will go on to confirm what I said about Hugo, that he's a coach that watches the game. He's a coach that watches. If he makes those changes based on our predictions right now, that means that he's a very, very good coach that also watches the game.
Yeah, but you've got to be able to show, and also your substitution should be able to make an impact.
Yes,
Do
definitely.
they change the game? Do they solidify your position? And those are the things that one needs to be able to do.
How do you see Sitole's performance so far in this game?
Sitole has been solid because in terms of from a defensive perspective, he keeps the shape. But in terms of moving forward, that's not his strongest point. So when he's not the type of player that you will be able to say...
That was a bad head injury. You don't want to go up with... Is it Umvala?
No, I went up with Kekan.
Kekan.
But remember the last time Kekan started to behaving like Umvala, having bandages on his head. So now we're back there, and whenever Umvala has a bandage on his head... There's a goal. No. Not there's a goal, he's very, very solid. No, not Morena, man.
So,
no, it doesn't make sense.
So Morena comes in.
That means,
so that means Percy will then go on the right and then Maseko.
And that means
But this is not a substitution based on watching the game. That's the most predicted substitution.
Yes.
That's what they've always done.
He's betting on experience to come to play now. He's really betting on experience to come to play now. Not based on performance so far.
How many games have we played? How has that helped? Because there's so many games that Percy shouldn't have finished that has finished.
Yeah.
So you're starting to now go and say...
Zwane.
Yeah.
Okay. He's not substituting Zwane.
No, it's not.
But
he can't.
But for me...
He can't afford that.
But for me, it's the predictable substitution. Percy is ineffective. And how long are we then going to carry Percy?
He is not ineffective because the Cape Verde players have cut him out. He's ineffective because his touches have not been up to standard.
Yeah, he just hasn't had a good tournament.
Yeah.
And that's the reality of the situation.
Has Percy ever had a good tournament for Bafana?
This is when was the last time tournament Bafana was in the
Okay, fair enough.
you see what I
No, but on the international standard, has Percy ever come through for Bafana?
Well, Bafana hasn't been playing well.
Afcon qualifiers, World Cup qualifiers.
Afcon he's played well. I mean, if you look at the game against Morocco when it was for the World Cup qualifiers, so he's been one of the players that's been playing well.
Okay.
But when you look at his form in the at club level, in terms of the Champions League, he's been one of the dominating players and very influential players.
Also, that's another substitution.
But it's also, you got to remember, where is Percy playing at club level versus when he's playing for... He's not playing on the left. He's playing as a 10. And at national level, you're playing on the left. So what are you expecting if you play me out of position?
So we can't really blame him then.
So Cape Verde have brought on Semedo. Is a striker. They're number 17. And it shows they're going for it, you know.
Isn't that the captain?
He doesn't look very happy, yeah?
Yes.
He doesn't look very happy at all. And that's the thing about evidence. Man.
You can't make such mistakes. You can't make such mistakes
when your team is on attack. Because not only have you turned position over, you've missed out on an attacking position, but you've allowed the opposition to now come at you.
And now you are giving your midfielders and defenders so much work now. You're getting them worn out, you know, because they have to quickly run back and then pick up again.
And the fact that Semedo, was brought on, it just shows like, the approach Cape Verde are going for in this second half.
This game is definitely going to go
just
to extra time.
Oh, that's a foul.
Do you think any of the teams are looking to winning the midfield game?
He doesn't look happy.
No, he's not. Speaking to himself, he's not.
So Christoph says, I'm not worrying yet.
Yeah.
As long as Cape Verde hasn't scored yet. And then he says it's a bad sub. I do agree with Mpoza.
The thing is, and go and look at. Go and look, if you remember, the Ivorians at a very similar situation.
Yes.
Fofana has always been there, but nobody. And against Senegal, what did they do?
Yeah.
They were brave enough to take him out.
To take him out, and that made all the difference.
Still today against Mali, I felt like they could have gone with the same approach they did against Senegal. You know,
But look,
bring on Casey and Pepe.
but here's
You
my
know,
thing.
as the super subs. I liked that from the coach every time he did that.
But remember, as a coach, you've got to play the game.
True.
Because now you've got a different opposition.
Yes.
You had Mali, who plays very different football
Yes,
to Senegal.
yeah.
Have got different personnel than Senegal had. So and this is the thing. That substitution, I could have told you 2 days ago that Hugo's gonna remove Morena and bring in Maseko, and that's what he's always done.
You see, like the little touches, the little passes is being dragging out.
Cape Verde trying to attack that left side.
That was unnecessary.
Yeah.
That was really unnecessary turnaround. Now you are just playing to impress your girlfriend at home.
Oh, but you did say Cape Verde have got hot ladies, right? So, I see where you're going. Where is that?
Yeah.
Such comments will get better.
You see.
You trim the beard so that when you go there, we have clean.
No, they like their men fearful.
How do you know?
Oh, sorry.
You seem to be very good on research. So I think.
Junior, it sounds like you've had a girlfriend from Cape Verde before.
Speak it into existence.
Speak it into existence.
Okay, Persitao trying to.
I don't like Mokoena being so far wide. Because you want him in those.
In those moments, he could.
Oh.
Tell me, do you think fatigue? Do you think fatigue is playing a part in this game?
It's going to start to be, because remember, South Africa hasn't had much rest. They had 1 day less to rest.
Yes,
but it's also the intensity that is going. And remember, this is mid-season for the players. So the players they came from a league in the PSL where they played until the 30th. So now you've come into this tournament, the intensity is high, you're playing every 3 days, you're starting to feel the fatigue from that perspective.
Yeah, and then even the location where
Yes,
you're
the
playing
humidity
the
is not
humidity
helping.
is taking a toll on you. And you know, unlike the PSL where some days you have it easy off and some days you may not, you're playing high intensity opponents throughout the tournament.
Because even the Angolan coach brought up that point, that one of the reasons he feels they lost to Nigeria, the Super Eagles, is because they played in different cities.
Yeah.
And the Super Eagles just stayed in Abidjan.
And those things count.
Those little details
Those little
count.
things count.
Oh. Oh.
See, again, still not a shot on
And
target.
who's that again? Who's that again?
Rodriguez. You see. Oh, I felt it was amusing, just reflecting on the game, the Angola game and Nigeria a little bit. It was amusing how
You just don't want us to forget that Nigeria won against Angola, do you?
No. I'm just Baby is coming on.
Baby
Oh
is
my
coming
goodness.
on. Now we're going to have a game and a half.
It was amusing how.
But Baby does not have a good work rate compared to. He's not the most mobile of guys.
But he doesn't need to.
But he is effective though.
He doesn't need to be. He's got a great.
They need a
midfield
clinical.
behind him.
So now so it means that South Africa can now play out from the back, because now the press is no longer effective.
No, it's still effective. There's still Rodriguez. There's still Montero. They're players that can hurt you.
Honestly, Rodriguez is commanding like the whole side of the South African defense. He's in control. And his work rate is impaired. Like, look at him right now. He's running up and down. Like,
but you see, the press requires people to move with you.
Yes,
in critical
fair
times.
Fair enough. Yes.
So if you are moving alone, evidence pressure.
I'm not happy South Africa is losing all the 50-50 balls.
Oh, nice.
See, playing from the back, press, Pacey, press, don't jog.
Nice. That was good pressing.
The thing is, don't have press. Press because you can see even the keeper is kicking the ball into space more than he is to person. Oh, they're taking Rodrigo off. Oh, that's a beautiful sub.
Oh, no.
Beautiful.
No. How can you take, like, now the coach is playing like the Ghana coach now.
Who's supporting them in the studio?
How do you make such a silly mistake?
This is a moment for Junior.
Yes, thank you, cameraman. I really appreciate the support.
So basically, they're subbing him for Baby. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough, but still, him and Baby would have made a very nice combo.
Okay, switch. Yes. No, well, it's
the idea was good.
The execution was poor.
You're actually right. I haven't really seen Percy Tau in this game.
In this game?
Yeah.
In this tournament. And for me, you can't play a name.
But I understand what the coach did though. Bebe is more physical compared to Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Bebe is more physical. So Bebe is still gonna keep the pressure there, but now you got somebody.
The captain is still not happy. He's still. But I think Rodrigo shouldn't have been.
Rodrigo shouldn't have. No, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have.
He was causing problems on that level.
So it means now, because now it means that Modau does not have to drop back as much as he did.
Yes.
So now you've released the pressure that South Africa was under.
And now also like his pace compared to Baby.
Baby's got no pace compared to that.
Yes.
It's like asking Miss Masha for a pair of scissors. It's never coming.
Oh.
The way that and this is a thing where different players bring you different things, but now it means that the person that was creating the chances for you is no longer there. So even you could say Bebe and Rodrigo would play off each other because then Bebe would be in the middle, Rodrigo would bring the ball. I know Junior's attention is gone.
We are watching more women than soccer now. We are really watching more women than soccer now. I think CAF needs to take this into consideration. maybe CAF needs to sponsor African pageants or something.
Yeah. Look, and I think it's now from a footballing perspective.
Yeah.
They're a different team. The press up front is no longer there. We're taking a water break. The ref
looks very tired.
The ref has lost about 2 kilograms there because the amount of sweating that he's doing, and that's important.
So definitely a water break. I'm also taking my water break on set right now. But yeah, I was going to tell you, I thought it was brilliant from the Super Eagles how Victor Osimhen was just there to draw defenders in. And then Lookman would come and...
Look, Osimhen has played well in terms of the press. Yeah. He's very good at the press.
Him and Moses Simon and Lookman yesterday were just incredible.
And those are the things that when South Africa wins this game, those are things that you're going to have to watch against. Osimhen press. But the one...
I like how it says, when South Africa wins this game.
Just because you're not a believer does not mean the rest of us don't have to be.
I would love South Africa to qualify to the next round because
just for the game. All love it,
just for the game, just for the spirit of the game,
Nigeria versus South Africa would be a huge...
when you see such stats worry me. They say shots on target 7.1%. On target. Because you then look and you say, how many saves has Ronwen made besides that Rodrigo shot? None.
No,
None.
But also, fair enough. But do blocks also count as shots on target?
What was the target?
No, like...
they've got to get to the keeper so the keeper can make a save. So, and those are the things that one has got to be able to look at. Now, with Mayambela warming up, the question then becomes, are you seeing evidence going out or a Percy going out?
Evidence going out because he still feels like the experience factor is very, very important at this stage.
You're going to need to explain that to me and make me understand. How has it helped so far?
When it gets to such levels in a game, there are two things that can make a difference. Either individual brilliance or individual experience.
Both have not counted for Percy.
Yet.
So we're living in hope?
Yes, of course. Of course, football is a game of hope. Football is a game of hope, but yes. So he's really counting on those.
No, man.
You see, baby.
So,
You see, he doesn't have the speed.
He doesn't have the speed.
He doesn't have the speed. He will wait for somebody to come into the 18 and then cross the ball in.
But he doesn't have the skills either.
Yes. Ooh. But he's got the experience.
Ooh.
God.
Ooh. Great defending. I've been impressed with Mvala and
Kekana. I mean, everything that has come their way, they've literally dealt with it and ensured that Williams does not have to be overloaded. Ooh, that was close.
That was close.
That was close.
I
can see why people would wear sunglasses to a studio in the evening because the future would be very bright. The future looked very bright.
You see, this experience, this is typical experience.
Yes.
That's why he was brought on.
Yes, he doesn't have the pace.
He doesn't have the pace, doesn't have the yes. You know, now the South African defender just laid an egg.
But
Shibobo. You see, that's a Shibobo that is worth celebrating because you look at what it did. It moved the team forward. You put you in an attacking position.
Yeah.
It would be interesting to see, to know who the locals are supporting tonight. Ivorians. Are they?
No, they don't care about this game.
Yeah, they're just there for fun.
Yeah, they don't care about this game. They're more into tomorrow's game.
Yes.
No, the Ivorians are not watching the game. They're on their way home now.
And yes.
Because they're from the stadium. So, I mean, they're on their way home. I know for Ghana, when people are saying home, it means no participation or anything like that. But from an Ivorian perspective, I mean, but the home crowd from where they are, it's probably just enjoying the football as it is.
Yes.
And being able to say what is, and being able, because now you're starting to size who is it that we can beat in
among
this thing.
Yes.
Because you want certain opposition, because certain opposition don't foul.
So, I mean, the game is everything we thought it would be.
Yeah, of course.
You know, it's burst into life in the second half.
No man,
tightly contested.
But how is that here? It's like this guy was promising. He looked strong. He looked like he's competing.
I think whoever scores the first goal in this match,
it may be the only goal.
Yeah,
it may be the only goal.
It may be the only goal.
You know, you get one chance to make a bet, and it's like Junior making a bet of us shaving his beard if Morocco. So you got that one chance, and that one chance we must.
Hey, the cameraman keeps showing Junior the ladies in the stadium.
CAF needs to investigate this. We are watching more women than football.
Are you complaining?
Than football in this game.
No, you must wear glasses as well. Go ask people that are wearing glasses to studio to give
Cape
you glasses.
Verde also dangerous.
Bebe.
Ooh. So he actually went for goal there.
He's brought in this is what Percy Tau should be doing. Do you understand? The effect that Bebe has got on this game since he came in is what Percy Tau needs to be doing.
That wasn't well
But he's not doing it. You see, you can't live in hope when the moment is there.
Maybe he will learn from the opponent. Who knows?
Masha, we're gonna shave Junior. Comment is making requires shaving.
No, you don't need to shave me. You need to score. That's what Bafana needs right now.
I'm not sure. There's no evidence.
I am not Samson. I'm not sitting on your goals. Shaving my beard is not going to bring you your goals.
Okay, South Africa.
There's nowhere they can go. There's nowhere than to go back.
Yeah.
There's no way they can go. Because the Cape Verdes are blocking the spaces so that you can't even pass the ball to your next man. And they do that so well. They do that. They
Their pressing is very well organized.
They will force you to take the ball back.
So this is for Marcos C. Lolo. He says Cape Verde's captain is
Come
so
on,
angry.
evidence.
He says Cape Verde's captain is
They
so
need to
angry
be clinical.
and probably wishes they lose this match because he was substituted out. And Krista Bongo says we need to create a goal so far. We have no plan of manufacturing a goal. 12,000 spectators in 2,000 seats venue.
Look, you've got to, and for me, the supporters from where they are, I always say, Africa's got different problems compared to the rest of Europe. Right. It's a very big continent. Logistically, it's a nightmare to travel because sometimes you have to. But it's also very taxing. It's also financially, it's not where people can be able to afford to be able to go. So now with the knockout stages,
body language on the bench.
With the knockout stages being there, you are about to see more and more people going into the stadium because it's the exciting part of the football.
Yeah, because I mean, looking at Europe, you can probably crisscross most of Europe with the train.
Hey, 2-hour flight in Europe, you've left Europe, Chief. Yeah, 2 hours, you're still in the same country.
You're still in the same city.
Oh, wow. So, the tempo on both sides. I'm feeling the fatigue from Bafana Bafana.
But I'm feeling the frustration from the Cape Verde.
So, I mean, there's a lot of shouting that's happening now. People, hands are out there. But you're also starting to see that it's going to take a moment of brilliance from one of the players.
A moment of magic. This game looks like it's going into it.
Right now, if you were to mention a name that you believe could score for Bafana, who would it be?
Teboho Mokoena.
You think so?
Yep. Set piece.
But has he had a chance? Has he had sufficient?
So when it's Pesitao, you're willing to have hope. When it's others, you're not willing to have hope.
No. I'm saying based on performance so far.
Look, Teboho's playing a lot deeper.
In this game.
He's playing a lot deeper. So if he then moves forward, you would then be able to say, you see what I mean? The cross-field passes are not sticking.
Yeah.
See, now you have nowhere to go. So you have to come back. That's how they defend. They'll make sure your only option is to go back.
At this rate, I think Opa's going to break the TV where he's watching it. Because and all you're doing is that you're looking for players that are going to make runs. You're hoping somebody makes a run. But you are now both teams are starting to play a lot out of character.
Yes.
Out of desperation. You're going, it's the 83rd minute.
And to get the ball out of there.
So look at Umvala for me has been one of the defenders of the tournament so far. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, definitely. Certain mistakes that Mudiba make and you don't want to be giving away position.
So
it's about time.
It's
10 minutes too late. Because, Junior, you can't carry a name and say, I'm hoping for something. And if something is not giving, what do you do?
Fair enough.
You've got to be able to say, give the next player enough chance to be able to play. Because for me...
He can't come in now and be a miracle worker.
No.
He's not a Nigerian prophet.
Is that miracles or is it both miracles?
Patches miracles.
Okay. Cape Verde's going to launch that ball.
Anything that goes there, Lord Mvala is there, don't worry.
I must say,
it's interesting that they're playing Bebe on the wing.
On the wing.
Because they realize there's a loophole there. They realize there's a vacuum there.
Yeah, I would have thought they would play
more central.
More central, yeah.
Because his experience would be coming in very handy more central.
Definitely, and Ooh.
Second egg for the day. So South Africa has laid 2 eggs in this game so far.
At this rate, we can serve breakfast.
You can serve breakfast because we have 2 eggs from Bafana Bafana.
It's 3.
Ironically.
Yes. That's a beautiful egg.
So that was Simedo, not Megan.
And An egg is more brilliant when after the egg you sit down. they make you
the
sit
one
on the
that
floor.
put him on the floor.
Was that Modiba that was nutmegged like that
Yes, yes.
on
yes.
live TV?
Would you rather on recorded?
Yeah, like you don't need moments like that recorded as a professional footballer.
But I feel like Cape Verde, they are throwing everything at this game right now.
They're bringing on. I
But
tell
at the
you
rate,
now,
because what I'm seeing from them,
Tavares has just come
That
on.
means they don't want to go into extra time.
Yeah.
but it's also you putting more and more attackers, you leaving yourself more
Yes,
and more open.
yes. And
South Africa has got to be able to see that.
does that come with inexperience on the coaching side?
Woo, that was a chance.
No,
Does that come with inexperience?
Is it an experience or is it desperation?
Both.
Because you're now saying you've now put more attackers, so you are now attacking with what? 4 attackers, so which now opens you in the middle, and that's what I'm saying when I say South Africa needs to be able to
But-
take that.
Honestly, Cape Verde, they don't need so many strikers right now. They don't need so many offensive midfielders right now in the game because they are quite ahead in possession. So they don't need like that many players in South Africa's side of the pitch, you know. So I feel that comes with inexperience on the side of the coach.
Okay.
It's like, no, let's kill the game now, you know, forgetting that if you do qualify, there are other games ahead of you.
Men on. Oh, evidence.
The first touches, the first balls, like
Evidence.
but nobody's pushing with him. Nobody's pushing with him. He's waiting for someone to.
Okay, cross the. Oh, okay.
That's a free kick.
That's good.
But he had no option.
Yeah.
He literally
No,
had no
but-
option for the past 10
But,
seconds.
but it's almost, and this you see at club level, it's almost like you know when Maseko gets the ball, I can tell you predictably where he's going to go.
Yes.
You need to be able to vary your game. If there's nothing up front, go back, keep the ball, recycle the ball so that you can be able to get going. She's going to score.
No, CAF needs to invest in Miss Universe or Miss Africa.
No, but
because
I
clearly the
think
for that.
from a director perspective, you're starting to focus too much on and at the nail-biting ending that we are about to see. You don't need those distractions. It's almost keep it on the
Yes,
on the
professional,
field.
keep him on the football.
If there were injuries or stuff like that, then you can see. But it can't be every other time that. we
Yes,
are
every
seeing.
other time there's a break.
Yeah.
We're watching women.
So is Mokoena going to deliver?
It's one of those from those angles. Try keep it as on target as possible, and any touch there, it's a goal.
I'm pushing for them to do something that we all don't expect. You know.
I'm just pushing for the ball to go in the net. Ooh.
And it's out of there.
Good cross.
Who's there? Who's
Good
there?
cross.
Communicate.
Evidence is chasing the ball.
So it's looking like we might have an extra time.
We will have an extra time. I saw this coming. I really saw this coming.
You see, some people are seeing things that I'm not sure where they come from.
Very weak shot.
But at least that's the
But
first
you've got
Shots.
to, but it was deflected. But you got to be able to attempt.
You know, this is the first shot from South Africa in the past
second half.
minutes. Yeah.
See how the goalkeeper just palmed it.
Because if what you are trying is not working, you need to try something else. You understand? You don't keep on. You know,
Rosette.
madness.
No,
is trying the
Rosette
same
said
thing.
it not. Yeah, it's over the stadium.
Madness is trying the same thing over and over again and expecting different results.
Yes. So there are 5 minutes of extra time left.
And remember, I made a point. Most 2 out of the 3 goals that Cape Verde scored right in their second game were all from outside the 18-yard box.
Yeah.
So they are capable of shooting from the outside. Let's watch this game with that in mind.
But I think South Africa has handled them beautifully, though.
For me, South Africa looks like they're more prepared for extra time and penalties than Cape Verde. Cape Verde seems to be throwing everything at it.
Everything, yes.
Look, at this moment, from what I've seen from Cape Verde substitution, they've literally thrown everything, including the kitchen sink at South Africa. Because everybody that they can have from an attacking perspective is on the field.
Yeah.
You're now going, was it tactful or was it desperation?
Inexperience on the coach's side. To have played at such a level, inexperience. For you to be calm and collected, do you understand? And know that it's still a game. It's not over yet. It's still a game. Watch and see how it goes. Than you throwing everything at it. No, I don't agree with that.
The one thing that
So there are more messages coming in from Christoph. Out of 125 goals scored, 66 were scored in the second half. 8 decisive goals got scored at the last minute. And Charles Athletic says, I've been really impressed with Cape Verde. Football made in Africa.
Hey, Mudiba's giving away too many.
What a chance.
That
was Tavares.
And that's what they're banking on. Now you understand why Bebe is not there. Because this guy's got the speed. Tavares has got the speed, which Bebe doesn't have. So Bebe does not need to be there. Bebe needs to just provide the ball to him. And he's clinical.
But
You saw what he did.
But the thing is, like, from a South African perspective, you're starting to have too many players. Because I'm asking myself, why is Evidence still on the pitch? He's tall, he's not dominating anything.
Yes.
And you want to be able to say...
He's not getting a... That was a long ball.
You see,
that was a brilliant save.
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That was going in. That was definitely going in.
Bound.
That was definitely going in.
Great goalkeeping by Williams.
Now you understand why Bebe doesn't need to be in the 18-yard box. He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to.
But Cape Verde seems to be very much on the attack at the moment.
Yes, they want to end the game. They don't want to go to extra time.
From South Africa, they're playing with 9 men because.
And do you think they figured out that the South African the South African goalkeeper could be very, very good in penalties?
Well, that you can't miss because when you look at it, it's hard not to know because of the high profile of club and what he does.
Yes.
Because you would remember in the AFL, Ronwen Williams saved a penalty against Petro Luanda. And it's not a far gone thing. And even when you look at the penalty against Morocco, he was headed in the right direction.
Got the direction right.
The direction was right. If it was on target, it would have been a save. So you now go into analysis and say he's got that ability to be able to save. So are you confident into going into that? But at the moment is that South Africa, they are not putting foot on the ball. They are not attacking.
They're not even creating the chances.
So they're not creating the chances.
But this is the tactic, though. You know, just to absorb the pressure.
No, I don't think it's
No. I hear absorbing the pressure. When you have to absorb the pressure, absorb the.
Not at this time of the game. Not at this time of the game. You don't absorb pressure at this time of the game.
But also, there are moments when you now have possession. Are you doing? What is it that you are doing with the ball? So when they have the ball, what do you do? They are not doing anything that is saying we are good on the ball.
What just happened in the past 5 seconds? Do you know what it means? Did you see how the Cape Verde defense is not that great?
It's not.
All South Africa needs to do is just get the balls into the 18. And I promise you, they're going to have. They need to stop.
No, man. You can't just kick the ball in the air in the hope that somebody's there.
Okay, cross.
Evidence.
I think any ball in the air, there's enough evidence that he's going to lose it.
Okay, so
the first extra time for South Africa.
Let's see how they play.
Wow, what a game so far.
William, that was a goal.
No, that was a goal. It's a brilliant save by Williams.
Yeah.
Ronwen did well to save it. So we're going to go on a break for the next catch our breath and be able to see what does Hugo Bruce put. Because ever since Mayambela has come on, there hasn't been much of a change. But at the moment, I'm asking myself, is Evidence going to finish the game?
It seems he's probably going to because of penalties.
Is he a good penalty taker?
He looks like someone who could possibly take good penalties.
Looks can be
like
deceiving. Looks at me saying that the Black Stars were going to go all the way.
Yo, here we go again.
So we're going to take a break and we'll be back for the resumption of extra time, and we'll see how that goes.
Alrighty.
Welcome back. We're now in extra time. Substitutions have happened. Themba Zwane has come off for South Africa. It's going to be very interesting in this extra time. Do you go all out, or do you start thinking about penalties from where you are, gents?
The changes that Hugo is making is confusing.
Why?
Now Zwane
brings
out.
on Adams. Okay.
You know, when it comes to this level of play at this time of the game, right? That's where heroes are made. Mm-hmm. And for me,
Evidence.
Oh. What a chance. What a save.
What a save.
that also brings a very important.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Evidence. Finally, he showed evidence of being on the field.
Look at that.
Wow.
Do I say he wasn't expecting the ball?
That would have been something else. And you've got to give it to the keeper because he's done everything to. And this is
Make
when
himself big.
And he positions, and then that's a very brilliant goalkeeping.
That's 2 brilliant saves, and South Africa seem to have come out to play.
Vozinia. That's from the goalkeeper, Vozinia.
Should that also tell you that we have a lot to see from this goalkeeper doing penalty shootouts?
Yep.
Oh man.
Because all these are one-on-ones.
Yes.
And his reflex was
Evidence is not winning these things. Those bounces in the ball, and he's the tallest guy there.
Oh, but South Africa look rejuvenated in this.
But that also makes it dangerous. Because now you only have 2 defenders.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So.
I remember Gilbert. Mm-hmm. Is it Gilbert? Gilberto, yes. He's still there. He's still playing. He's got speed.
Yeah.
He's got speed. So it's a very tricky one.
South Africa
but remember, Adams is also a player that's very mobile in terms of the way that he plays. So what you've got is you've got a lot of tired legs. Mm-hmm. And I mean, even what's his name that's come on for Cape Verde, he's coming on with an injury. He's got a strap thigh. Mm-hmm. So you know that he's not prepared to put in
too much strain on the leg.
Too much strain on the leg. But it's going to be very important in terms of in the middle, the identity that we play with, because Themba Zwane is not there. So how do we then move forward?
And do we say that this is the first time that we are going to see South Africa play for a while without Zwane?
Yeah, for a prolonged period of time.
Yes, because most of the time it's in the 80th minute, and so that's when they take him out. But this time we've got like the whole 30-minute game without him.
But South Africa can be really proud of themselves, their approach to this game. Because so many people
why are you starting to sound like a prophet of doom? You can be proud whatever the results
now he's trying to reposition his alliance.
I've been impressed. I've been really impressed so far. But I've been thinking about it that this extra time, do you think it would affect the teams here playing in the semi-finals, right? Would the extra time affect them?
Like their fatigue?
Yeah, fatigue.
No, look, you're gonna do rejuvenation. You're gonna do recuperation. You're gonna be doing a lot of ice baths. So at some point, you know that all that will be sorted out.
Yeah, and that's a professional.
That's a professional.
This is what you can.
I can tell you now. There's probably a team of people in the change room that are getting ice ready. There are people at the hotel that the way you eat, energize yourself, protein, and all those things. So it becomes very important in terms of that.
Were you ever a professional footballer? You don't miss those at this level.
Gilbert.
He's played well.
Yeah.
He played as a South African. He played well.
And this is his second chance since coming on.
Yeah. But the thing is also, you've got to look at this level of football. You've got to be very clinical.
Very clinical, yes, definitely.
You may not be getting those chances again.
I felt like, he could have ran into the box.
Is that where inexperience comes against him?
Yes.
Yes, definitely. It could have held on to the ball more.
You either hold on to the ball, keep pushing towards that, so that you
is.
and in the hope that your teammates are gonna now be coming and been able to assist you,
Or
and you
fight for
can lay one
deflection.
back. Yes.
Or fight for deflection into the post.
Yes. Because at the worst case scenario, put it on target. You put it on target, any deflection there, the keeper's diving another way, and the period that they've got to.
You know, Junior definitely was making a point about the tourism, you know, aspect of
the Cape Verde.
Yes, you know, like
because I mean, to think about it, if it wasn't for Afcon, would you really think of Cape Verde?
Yes.
You know, if it wasn't for this Afcon, like
The
now,
tourism
Cape Verde has been.
That's nice.
It's probably like one of the most tweeted countries on social media.
And look, and I think that's the beauty of Afcon. What it does, it brings nations that you may not, and these are the nations that you so who's Cape Verde? Are they even playing football? Are they
They're
even
women.
there?
You know what?
They look beyond their women.
Oh my gosh, Junior and these women.
You're gonna get A into trouble because he must now arrive home and explain why were you guys talking so much.
Junior's
You
going
can't
to
be
have a
trying to
lot of
score from
explaining to do this evening.
But it's worth the try. But it's worth the try though.
But then look at how many people are there people in the box
Remember,
for you to hit.
he doesn't have the speed. He doesn't have the speed and the technique.
Put it in way. If you are not in the best of chances to take that, put the next best player that's got that. I mean, that strike is like Christopher Bongo shooting.
Are you saying Christopher Bongo was shooting blanks?
Look, if you're saying that, I didn't say
See,
that, but
I'm just reading a tweet from someone that says planning a vacation to Cape Verde just to see the women there.
My brother, whoever you are, save a seat for me on that plane.
You should go with Junior. Aye.
But the thing is now, with all these countries that are going, and if you remember, even with the World Cup, FIFA wants more teams to be able to go. I mean, with the World Cup next year being way back in the USA, Mexico,
Canada,
and Canada. So you got so many countries that you're going. Who's hosting the final? I'm looking forward to that announcement. Who's hosting the opening game? Who's hosting which game?
I'm worried for the African players because they might not even come back.
I just want to go to Miami.
They might not even come back. You find a Nigerian player who's been waiting to get a visa to America for the past 20 years. Now he's got a chance to go to America to play for the World Cup, and you think he'll come back? I can bet on that he's not coming back.
That up.
Evidence almost got free there.
I think whoever called Evidence during the break told him something.
Evidence must have, like, I don't know.
They told him that, hey,
embarrassing pictures of Hugo Bruce or something. Because why he's still on the field?
Inexperience. That's what's killing
So he's
him.
only put. But look, the thing is that these chances are being created. Now you're saying with both teams going forward, chances have been created, and Cape Verde is creating the clearer chances.
Yes.
And then at the way that they're playing, you hope that South Africa can start actually having a bit of the ball, playing their normal football, because that would be denying Cape Verde the ball.
Gilson Tavares. Let's see.
I mean, Tavares' play is to position yourself into where you can even control the ball and then shoot. To do all those things.
3 chances so far since he came on. 3 clear-cut chances so far for him.
And he's very dominating.
So he currently plays for Benfica B.
Makes sense. B?
Yeah.
Wow, for such a, but he's so young.
On loan from Estoril and
Where is
in the
Estoril?
Portuguese.
In the Portuguese league.
The Portuguese league.
But for
I like him. He's a very lively striker.
And I like what they're doing. They're giving him the experience. So in the next 1 or 2 Afcons, he'll be mature or ripe enough.
Yeah.
You understand?
But for now, the finishing is abysmal.
He's young. How old is he? If you can please check that for me. How old is he?
But in football, how do you say somebody's young?
Young.
You are there, the chances are
22
there.
years old.
22 years, yeah.
That's
22 years is not young.
That's not young.
No, Junior has lived in South Africa long enough, because in South Africa, a 25-year-old is considered young. So Junior has lived.
Young is you know, there's a young boy that plays for Arsenal. He's a Nigerian, originally from Nigeria, but I'm sure.
What is originally from Nigeria?
it would
It's
be
either
put-
he is from Nigeria or he's not. Don't try to politicize
his
or
name is Nathan Nwaneri.
You can't say he's originally from Nigeria. It's
So
either he
he's
is or he's
15
not.
years old, and he's played for Arsenal.
Wow.
That's young.
So for me, when I say young, I compare it to how many Afcons more are you able to play. Do you understand? So with him being 22, at least he's got 67 Afcons ahead of him.
Look, he'll definitely go there with experience. But the one thing that is becoming
And
very,
it looks like he's playing with an injury, really.
Yes, he is.
but the one thing that's becoming very evident is the fact that the change of Zwane has done more damage
Done good, yes.
than good. Because South Africa don't have rhythm. South
Made
Africa are
him,
not
the
even-
midfield has collapsed completely.
Yeah.
And now there's no one. Look at him. He's there by himself. He has to find a way to delay the ball because there's nobody around him. There's nobody around him. So I spoke about Bebe. That's why he's in the game. To just get the balls to those who are faster than him. That's why he's in the game.
Got people that are stressing,
What-
they're ripping the bibs off, and
Yes. No, the game's going to go to penalty.
Who do you think wants this game more?
no.
It's
As
hard
a
to
football
tell.
player, that statement is the one that just gets to me. I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Go find somebody who's just lost the game and tell them you didn't want it bad enough.
Well,
They- no, you can't.
No, but the players know it themselves.
You
But who's
can't
acting like they want it more, though?
No. Junior, anything. You can't say you didn't. Yes, on the day your tactics
Another-
may not have.
yeah.
Your tactics may not have worked, but does it mean you didn't want it bad enough? Does it mean you didn't put the effort?
Well,
It's not. For me, it's one of the statements that said, "Who is doing the right things enough
Yeah.
to be able, but not want?" And I always, even when former players go and I go, "Oh, you remember when you lost on penalties? You didn't want it bad enough, right?" And you, some of these substitutions.
so far, all the 2-3 substitutions that he has made are not.
Yeah, I know. And I see Lepasa's on. If Lepasa's on, has evidence gone off?
So this is looking like we're going to see the drama of penalty shootouts.
You see, this one you want a low and hard drive that put it on target. If nobody touches it, it's going in. Somebody touches it, it deflects into the net. See, he almost scored. See, that's why they put him on.
At the wrong end.
The right end. What do you mean the wrong end?
Oh.
No, but he aimed to clear the ball though.
But this is tension is there. You can hear Opa's battling to breathe. He's gonna need an asthma pump. Junior must still shave. You look at all those things, and the only people who are watching here are
Junior must still shave.
the Nigerians who are going, who's coming.
Man, I'm just loving this game. It's very technical, but you know, I just want to see the outcome. You know, it's very hard to tell the outcome because everything is evenly balanced out.
But now nobody wants to make a mistake.
You don't want to make that
Yes.
mistake. And also, that South Africa needs to watch out for counter.
But if their best striker is in his box defending, I mean, the entire Cape Verde is in the box. Somebody get there.
Oh wow. Mvala has really impressed me.
This Afcon.
Nah,
yes.
I think he's one of the defenders of the tournament. He's at a stellar tournament in the way that he's carried himself, in the way that he's played, kept
And
his
very
team.
very few cards, huh?
Yeah.
Very few cards and fouls committed by him.
He's been very clean. He's been very clean as a player. You can see, because I remember when there
Evidence is out finally.
was a
So who's up front now?
Lepasa.
Or the passer?
Bad clearance.
So they have so far no shots on target
For South
in the
Africa?
extra time.
No, man. What do you mean by no shots on target?
There's been
Extra
none on
time.
target. Sheesh. There's been none on target. Your favorite guy has just been hitting around the post.
What about the one that he got that the keeper pointed out?
That was during the 90 minutes.
Oh, that was during the okay. Fish, baby.
At least he's attempted it.
So now we've reduced the game to at least his attempt. These players are not gonna have nails.
By the way, they're chewing their fingers.
The way they chewing their fingers, they're gonna have no nails. I think you must join them with no beard. Oh, is it a water break?
No,
Half
end of first half of extra time.
I mean, with what has Cape Verde have created clearer chances in the. But South Africa came out like a house on fire with those two saves that the keeper had to make.
Those immediate chances.
So those immediate chances were very, very.
So we're very close to a penalty.
We are 15 minutes away from a penalty shootout.
Right. Very tense. Very tense indeed. You know what would be interesting? If we could see 2 goals in this last 15 minutes.
No, then you'll be pushing it, Prophet. You're pushing it.
Yeah.
See, Professor, go deeper, Papa.
One from Bafana, one from the Blue Sharks.
You see, you like
Would be
oxygen.
amazing.
You liking oxygen.
Yeah.
That's why now you're yawning, because there's no oxygen.
But the first half for me was like watching paint dry. It was just too tactical and, not enough.
But that's what would happen, because what would happen is that technically you should be, in the first half, you're cancelling each other out.
Yeah.
Because this is what we have to do, this is how we got to keep going. But yeah. But do you see, there's quite a number of Cape
So what do
Verde-
you say? What do you say to your players at this stage? Because clearly they've given it their all by this.
The legs are not there. I think it's about keep shape. Any message that you can get across, keep shape. If you get an opportunity, keep it on target.
And then
Get it on
concentration.
target. Concentrate and don't do silly mistake. Don't do anything adventurous.
Yes.
It's not the time to. I mean, it's like wearing sunglasses in the house at night. We want people to have very clear vision in terms of how they play.
Okay. So we get ready for the second
And
half
at this
of extra
moment,
time.
keepers are starting to ready themselves for
Yeah,
penalties.
yes. for
And
penalties.
you'll start seeing if goalkeepers feel confident enough, they would be wasting more time. They'd be telling the players to come down.
Yeah.
It says I am confident in my own abilities to be able to save 1 or 2.
And from the low that I've seen for both goalkeepers, we are going to have one hell of an interesting penalty shootout.
Oh yeah, because both keepers are looking like proper quality.
Yeah, maybe the penalty would end up being 2-1.
2-1.
Yes. Because both goalkeepers are looking like.
They're looking very solid. Nobody wants to make a mistake now.
Nobody on the right hand side.
But I wonder why they substituted Mudau.
Now Cape Verde is just going to be relying on pace now.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like nobody wants to make a mistake. Players are now gonna be brave. Players are now gonna, and those are any slip up.
You see, but right now South Africa is committing more players to defense. To attack than Cape Verde.
Yeah.
Cape Verde is committing more players to defend. But the South Africa
So they're allowing that to say come at us.
Yes.
It's gonna be very interesting. We're gonna need. There's a lot of tension, a lot of nail biting stuff. People are taking their shoes off. They're now walking on the floor with socks. You know, when you're looking at UK, I mean,
Yeah, I'm sure people at home
are pacing up and down.
are literally doing the most right now to survive the next
Yeah.
20 to 30 minutes.
And while people are doing that to be able to survive, and then you get people who are just having a nice conversation on WhatsApp saying, hi, how you doing? Oh, we do understand it's Sunday. You remember what I said about Sunday?
Yes.
Sunday is that day where it's, hi stranger, how you doing in the DM. So, but nobody wants to make a mistake in terms of the way that the game is going.
Yeah.
Watch from defenders. Nobody wants to hold the ball. Yeah.
I see.
It's almost like even it's the not much of tact is just kick it forward and hope something
Yes.
happens, and hope for a set piece, a corner or something.
So what haven't you been impressed with tonight?
Lack of believing in your system. South Africa gave too many balls away. Their passes were not clinical. It was just
To get the ball away.
Yeah,
from
get the ball away.
uh,
Get the ball away from the 18 area.
I don't see any winner in this match.
Well, Nigeria
For
needs
now.
to have somebody who they're gonna play.
No,
against.
I'm saying
Nigerians
like,
always want the
I'm-
shortcuts
I'm-
in life. They want a shortcut to everything. So to them, they wish none of the teams qualified. They just went to the final
So they
and
can
played.
say, yeah, it's a
oh
walkover.
my goodness. Yeah. That's all what I'm referring to, Mr. Junior. You know, I nearly called him Mr. Bagana.
Oh,
You
okay.
know?
You could have gone with Mr. No Beard.
Or Mr. No Beard.
That will still suffice.
No.
So after this we cutting.
No, the finals. The finals.
No, but we didn't say the final. The finals were not in the bid.
we did not put a date and time to it.
No, but we said if Morocco beats South Africa, that was the condition.
Yeah, yes.
But the-
Okay.
you see,
Even if I was to admit,
no commitment to anything.
referee gets out of the way.
But it's just like
You see,
everybody's just hoping to do something.
I can't wait to see like the penalty shootouts.
So you're predicting Prophet, man of God. No, he's not hurt. You know when a player is hurt, if you're hurt, you don't have the energy to be saying, Junior, what are you doing?
No, he wants a yellow card. He wants a yellow card for the defender. Because once the defender gets a yellow card, he will calm down.
Yeah.
And then he will take advantage of that.
But why is he holding his face?
It's been such a disciplined performance by both teams that
Yeah.
there's no chance of a red card anymore.
You see, this is where we need to have a review or we need to rewatch it. But then they rather show us women.
And that's what you need from a footballing perspective. Show us that.
Okay.
Because the thing is,
we're
when
going to see in this half a lot of long balls.
But here's the thing, and that's the thing of when you substitute certain players. Then who is there to dominate for you in terms of a creativity?
Yes.
So it either says one of two things. Either we did not travel well enough with a squad that's well balanced,
Okay.
or
we don't have, there's no creativity there, you know.
I think the players at this stage are just really exhausted.
No, but remember, more players just came in now.
Yeah, and
You see, if you were to say the defenders were exhausted or the midfielders were exhausted, fair enough. But then the strikers or offensive midfielders cannot be tired.
from,
They just
from
came
both
in.
sides. Yeah,
They just came
They
in
should be
now.
having more energy.
but credit to both teams though. They've given it all today.
For me, credit to the defenders of both teams. They really cleaned up the house.
But it's almost like Cape Verde are going to go for the long option and hope that something comes from it.
Yes. And if they keep pushing, something's gonna come. If they keep pushing like the way they are, if they continue like that, something's gonna come.
But it's so now it almost feels like unstructured football more than anything else.
Yeah. Nobody really seems to have like a proper game plan.
Yeah, they're just going through the motions.
Remember what I said about we'll see from the keepers. Look at the way Williams is handling the ball. So from his perspective, he has enough confidence in his own ability to be able to save one or two.
I'm just surprised like nobody's trying to use the wings at this stage.
No, that's why I said it's unstructured football at the moment.
Manipulate the wings. If I was a coach right now, I would bring on
Too many long balls in terms.
I'll bring on a very pacey winger.
You see.
Oh,
This is
what injury is that?
So watch what's
Maseko.
happening. Cape Verde players, because they won penalties, they're more interested in Maseko. Yeah, but he's outside the pitch, so
do you get extra time after this extra time?
Well, I'll probably give you about a minute or two.
How is this going to affect Bafana?
Pull the hamstring.
That's
that's a hamstring.
You know the way he jumped, it tells you that's a hamstring. And probably anybody who was next to him could, because you don't want to move that foot. It's almost like keep it as it is, and then
Does that come from like not warming up effectively?
Nah.
He also, who's there? But nobody, no one.
Where are you going? Play back. You see, people now are doing things, but who are you shooting to?
Lopez has been rock solid.
Okay, at least they can make a change. So now they're going to Maseko now.
Yeah, no, he's
done.
He's not coming back. And then you've got somebody who's tying their laces, taking so long, and you're like, you do know we're playing with one man short, right?
I must say, I understand what you mean by you know understanding when they say people that want it more, but in the sense of urgency.
It looks like a hamstring injury.
No, it was a hamstring injury. We've been talking about this.
You didn't even need the bench to tell you that. This substitution is interesting. So they've put Terence Mashego, so which means then what's going to happen
And let me tell an interesting story.
Mudiva's going to go forward.
Yeah,
but that's
you want to tell an interesting story?
Terence Mashego is actually one of my favorite South African players because I've worked with him before. He's a very, very humble guy.
No, very humble.
Yes, I really.
The boy from Mamelodi.
Yeah, I really, really admire him for that. And for his sake, I hope Bafana scores.
And here I thought you've been supporting Bafana all along. No, it's going to go for a throw-in on the other side.
At this stage, Bebe for me should be more central.
No, he can't. No. I thought that'd be because
they need a pacey winger.
You don't need a pacey winger. You need somebody who can get the ball into the 18. That's what you need. However, wherever.
Who they took out? Who was the
Rodriguez?
Yeah, Rodriguez. He should have still been on much longer.
Yeah, I would have kept Rodriguez on the pitch a lot longer.
Flying the South African flag there.
Flying the cricket flag.
Yeah. Williams is a very good goalkeeper, but he hasn't had much to do
besides that brilliant save
in this game. Yeah,
I guess that
he might as well be allowed to use his cell phone on the field.
What kind of a pass is that, man?
Because there's no options. There's no options.
No, but it's in the way that you pass. Cross Moby.
But if
you see, the one touch is why do you
want to touch?
Why do you always want to keep the ball down before you play? Like
even somebody with socks here, like Oba, could have just hit the ball first time. Ooh,
let's go. Oh,
WWE.
I'm telling you, if it's Nigeria, South Africa, it's going to be the most watched Afcon match in history.
In history.
I'm telling you.
Of course, because Nigeria, you know, they still believe 1996 they would have made it different, but they're the ones that decided not to come. So there's consequences to action.
Nigerians always believe that they make a difference. They always believe that they do make a difference one way or the other.
That 96 Nations Cup, what I've been told about it is that
do you feel like there's a sense of agency in the game now?
Oh, what is that? May just work out.
Oof.
Debza!
Nice try.
So actually, it was your president of the time that didn't want Nigeria to participate.
Let me explain. No.
In that tournament.
No.
You see.
Any explanation that it was because, for footballing terms, FIFA would have then said it's a political.
No, yeah, because.
Why didn't you ban?
Nigeria had a political situation at the time.
Yes.
And they were under like a military rule. So they were banned from most things.
No, they were
so
not.
That's what happened.
So from a footballing perspective, FIFA
Go read about it.
No. FIFA did not ban you. CAF did not ban you. There was a choice that was made in Nigeria for the team not to come. It had nothing to do with the South African government. So that explanation, whoever told you that, tell him, please go find another one false prophet. We can argue many things, because if the South African government said Nigeria can come, what would FIFA say? Political interference.
Yes.
Okay. So it was.
So they lied to you and you believed it. Which prophet was it? Junior.
Off air.
No.
This is what Junior told me.
No, you always go. You know whenever people tell you, could just go fact check. Okay, government. No, there were issues that were happening in Nigeria.
No, I'm saying like that's the belief.
How can you blame someone for your own decisions?
Yeah, you decided.
This is looking like a strong counter attack.
You see, baby, the lack of speed came into.
But Junior's actually right. These guys really don't want penalties.
No.
They've done their homework, so they know that South Africa has got a good chance of winning when it comes to penalties. They'll probably start crying the moment it gets to penalties.
They start crying.
They'll probably start crying the moment it gets to penalties, because they know that they are. Look, see what you see. They know they've done their homework, and that's what they are very, very good at, scouting their opponents. So they know your strength and they know.
So
your
the
weakness.
analysis has been very good.
Yeah.
Hey, now the same God we're praying now. You say, God, please help my team. God, please help my team.
Nice about the team.
So let's see.
And Nigerians are God, please help no one.
It's a very.
You see, South African players are calm.
Yes, they know.
That guy is tricky.
It's gonna be it's at this moment as a player, you don't wanna be the one that mistakes.
You never forgive yourself. You be like Asamoah Gyan of Ghana during the 2010 World Cup.
So Rosed type things. The Rosed, because he hit it so high up. It was found on Rosed.
I remember that game fondly.
And it will forever be
a defining moment. It's like if you look.
The Ghanaians forgive him immediately.
We forgive him, but we will never forget it.
No.
It's
like if you look at, I know you may be very young, but USA 1994, there was an Italian player by the name of Roberto Baggio. Everybody knew Roberto was the best player in the world, and he goes and he puts it there in the.
Yeah.
Cape Verde wants to finish strong. Bebe wants to score from there.
You see the anger.
Somebody forgot to tell him. These guys are professionals.
He's just tired at this point in time.
So the thinking is also tired.
Ooh.
He just had to just.
Now you remember God.
Rodriguez again. He wishes he was there, He would have easily dribbled.
But the
his way
thing
in.
is, like, and this is with the types of substitution. You look at the Rodriguez substitution. He had the South African defense.
Yes.
And I would be feeling hard done by going off.
Penalties.
Especially if Cape Verde does not make it out, if Cabo Verde does not make it out of this game, you see, he's ready.
Oh no.
Oh, now we make heroes.
Yeah.
You see, it's what I was saying. What did I say about crying?
Shame.
What did I say about crying?
So I think South Africa
The pink
is,
boots, huh?
Mentally, Cape Verde has lost.
they've lost.
Mentally, they've lost.
Yeah.
So this is when you hope you've trained penalties.
Mentally, Cape Verde has lost. I can tell you point blank, I can bet everything that South Africa is going to win this penalty.
Even me.
No, but
I
we
feel
know
so.
we know you don't honor your bets, right? So we can't bet with you because you don't honor your bets.
Cape Verde has lost. Cape Verde has lost.
So you see, who are your top guys, your top 5 guys that should be going for penalties?
They're going to put for Cape Verde.
Mokoena is going to take one.
Bebe, they're going to put Gilberto as well. They're going to put who else? They've taken all the good players that I anticipated they would take the penalties. They've taken them out now. So now it's a very, very tricky one. They'll probably have to end up playing the goalkeeper too.
So Samuel Man says, "Come on, Bafana, come on."
Who said that?
Samuel Man. His name is Samuel Man.
You see,
and then
you see.
Christoph Bongo says hamstring done. I guess he was referring to that injury. Bebe is useless. He says Bebe will miss his penalty kick. Okay, let's see. let's see how useless Bebe is.
Do you know what I would have done if I was the coach? I would have probably started Bebe
Yes.
and then bring in Rodriguez.
Yes. How old is Bebe?
Bebe is old. Bebe is probably like around his 30s.
Then now you need the team huddle. Mama Joy is praying.
Mama Jo has been a very prayerful mama this Afcon.
I don't think she prayed as much as she did when she was at the rugby. At the rugby, she was enjoying herself.
What are you saying? That she wasn't paid enough for prayers?
No, there was no prayers needed. The boys took care of business.
Oh, Bebe is 33 years old.
Yeah, I said it.
He's still young in African terms.
No, he can't play one. He probably has only. He doesn't have any Afcon in him left.
Wow.
He doesn't have any Afcon in him left.
So he used to play for Rayo
You see,
Vallecano.
Now,
Vallecano.
due to the social media, right, every other football association is able to hear, see, and understand what other federations are also doing, and it's very easy for tactics to travel around the continent. Yes, now everybody is into building new teams before the old ones phase out. That is the most important concern for most FA associations now. Build the young ones before the old ones leave.
Penalty shootouts now.
Penalty shootouts.
But-
Bafana players are the first one on the because there's certain movements that you make that says give you that bit of confidence.
Confidence.
Because it's the small things. Who gets to the spot first? Who does all those things first?
Who came up with their list first?
Yeah.
I wonder if we're going to see
Cape Verde looks
many
like
goals here.
Cape Verde looks like they're in panic mode.
So you saying based on what it looks like, Cape Verde looks
Based
like
on the
they're
body
not-
language, based on the non-verbal communication that I've seen, Cape Verde has lost this.
Non-verbal communication says
I
Cape Verde.
mean, like, I don't agree much with, my Bagana brother here with so many things, but I think I'm with him on this one. From what I've seen, the body language, I think South Africa has got this one.
At this stage, it starts from here. The winning
Mental.
starts from here.
From a playing perspective, you want to be able to be decisive when you go for the
Yes. Know where you're
and
putting
you
the
want to
ball.
make up your mind very quickly.
Where you're putting the ball,
That walk feels like it's like a very long walk to get there, and that penalty feels like it's fine.
And bear in mind,
Oh, man.
this is going to be Cape Verde's first penalty in the Afcon. they've never been to a penalty.
Oh, penalty shootout.
Yes, in an Afcon. So this is like the highest level that any of the players have ever played. You understand? Hugo Bross has been here before. He's won the Afcon before. So he knows what it takes to calm the players down at this level. Nobody in the Cabo Verde team knows how to handle this situation.
Is that so?
Yes, that's why you see the players' frustrations.
We're about to find out. So, baby's up.
I'm just disappointed.
Baby's up.
Disappointed at the response to the tremendous feat South Africa has achieved in this Afcon.
Look, they've done well, but from a national perspective, that's not what you want to hear.
Yes.
You look at what we thought would be, and the Bafana Bafana have surpassed most expectations. And it's always the sure ones that always go out to miss.
Experience. He's the most experienced. You see?
Oh, Rosa!
You see what I said? See what I said? Experience
it's the one that you are so sure that they were gonna score. That would be the.
His name was the first name I mentioned among the penalty takers. He was the first person I mentioned, and he's the most
right.
So Christoph was right.
And now, do you know how messed up this is? Do you know how messed up this is?
Everybody else is good.
The most experienced player on the pitch for Cabo Verde just lost. The most experienced player.
So
the rest of you have
everybody has got an excuse to miss now.
From Goats_Avenue, guys, I can't watch the game, but good luck to Bafana on the penalties. Hope we get to face Nigeria. And then
he's panicking. You can tell from his face. He's panicking.
The keeper.
The keeper is panicking.
Says penalties are anyone's game.
He's panicking.
Come on, Debza.
It's a goal.
The keeper would dive even before he plays the ball.
Yes, boy!
I like that.
That conviction is like, I'm gonna put laces through this. Oh, that's a powerful shot.
That's a very good penalty.
It's one of those you feel like if the keeper saved it, he's going inside the net with it.
Yes.
Oh, that lady, Veli. Save one more, son.
No, you see, like the head is already down. Like the body language has been for the past whatever has been.
It's a medal.
So, at this stage,
the crying has begun.
Verde has missed one. South Africa scored
Too
one.
much breathing there.
Is going to miss their second one.
Oh, Ronwen, son. Ronwen Williams.
My goodness.
To think in South Africa, some people used to call him an open net. How open is that net now? Ronwen, son.
But for me,
No. When we must send you, ladies are in tears there. So you must please go take care of the ladies.
Oh man.
Ronwen. Open net.
Yeah, guys, I have to stand for this one. I'm nervous. Baby, you
wanna.
And this probably his last
terrible penalty taker, baby.
But is it him being a terrible penalty taker? Because remember, you've got 12 feet. If the keeper guesses the right way, if he guesses the other way, we will all be saying, "Oh, what a beautiful penalty."
This is a goal.
Hey, Lepasa is used to scoring, man.
Oh! Le pasa. You see what happens when you watch too many versatile videos?
Bacania. This is why I said we need a second save.
Rosetta.
No, that's not Rosetta. That's car park.
Yeah, but Cape Verde don't look like good penalty takers, guys.
No. They didn't want to get to this level.
Yes.
No.
They didn't want to get to this. And you could see from the moment the game got
see, there are the notes who's gonna go where. You hope somebody goes in that direction. If the South African, those notes are all good and well, but the question is,
it doesn't work anymore. Do you know why it doesn't work?
But you need somebody to have taken enough penalty for you to know that.
Yeah.
Come on, Ronza. Oh, son, this is
and they keep on playing the same place. Have you noticed?
Ronwen Williams. Stand up, son. Open net my foot.
The same place. All 3 penalties, the same place.
So,
Oh, that was a strong
if
hand.
this last penalty is scored,
If this is scored, no, they still need one more.
they still need one more.
Yeah.
The South Africa prepared for this. Cape Verde wanted to avoid this because they knew this was going to happen.
They knew.
They knew this was going to happen.
Jeez.
Now South Africa versus Nigeria.
Mr. Bongo, can we please have a travel allowance to Cape Verde for Junior? The ladies are in tears. So he's been very vocal about the ladies. They need some comfort.
I think this is the winning penalty, guys.
Who's playing?
Mudiba. I don't trust lefties, eh?
Yeah, because they're quite predictable when it comes to penalties.
Oh.
They have to, curve the leg in a certain way for them to be able.
What did I say? I
keeps-
don't trust lefties.
He keeps. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Just move back. Don't sit there and.
So Cape Verde, this is...
What is that?
This is weird. Cape Verde
What
haven't
is
even
that?
scored one.
So he keeps Cape Verde in the game.
Man. So if he saves this one, we
Back to the level.
Cape Verde just need one person that knows how to take a penalty.
No.
It's still 1-0.
You did say it's going to be 2-1.
Yeah, I said so.
Now you forgot his own
I said so.
prediction.
I said so. Hey, see the waves. Hey.
The cool-looking brothers.
And sisters.
Oh, wow.
If Cape Verde is to win this, it will be straight out of luck.
No, it says, no, then.
Nah. Oh, this is not good.
No, but if we score, because remember, they took first.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so South Africa has to score the next one.
So if South Africa
that
scores
was
the
close.
next one, what's the permutation here? If South Africa scores the next one, you win?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait and let's see.
No, it's still not.
Yes,
Cape Verde,
yeah.
because it's only 3. Yeah, so this is their 4th. South Africa going for their 4th penalty.
And then there's still one more round to go.
Let's see.
Who's going? Is it Mvala?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
God will definitely listen to her prayers.
Oh, wow. God will listen to her prayers.
Oh, Mvala.
Defenders and penalties, I don't trust.
No, but
Defenders and penalties.
some defenders know how to take good
but defenders
penalties.
and penalties.
Look, the pressure here is just something else, but I'm hoping Mvala, based on where he plays and where
his experience.
his experience comes into. Yes, son! Yes, son! If they don't score, then it's all over. Come on, Ronwen.
He actually said sharp to the goalkeeper.
No, to Ronwen.
Oh.
He looks so calm.
Yeah.
You see, because the keeper dived the wrong side,
Yeah.
it looked like well taken. He dives that side, we go.
Yeah.
What were you thinking, son? Oh, Blondie.
Blondie.
It's over, man.
2-1. There's your 2-1 scoreline.
I told you. I told you. Hey, the
This
team
man
has
is-
started. No, but they have every reason to be emotional.
Look,
man.
so
They gave it all they
Junior,
had.
tell me who didn't want it.
Let's see.
They wanted the more, but luck was not on their side.
The don't want. This one looks like it's gonna come straight.
She's going to put that side. She's
Don't
gonna
dive
curve.
anyway. Don't dive anyway.
You'll miss.
Oh, yes, Ronwen!
told you.
Yes, Ronwen! Yes, Ronwen! Even you.
Oh, wow.
Open net that.
Nice.
Boys.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
So we're going to see a Nigeria versus South Africa.
I did say we see you soon.
Oh,
Well
we're
done,
going to
boy.
see a Nigeria versus South Africa, and I'm so excited.
You enjoy watching, eh?
Oh,
You must enjoy watching, eh? And this is the moment. Remember what I was saying? the way Cape Verde played, do you now say they didn't want it bad enough?
No, they wanted it bad enough.
And that's why I always say, you can never say people didn't want it bad enough.
Okay, but let's say, I get what you're saying though. I get what you're saying though, but if the game did not go to penalties, who would you have put more money on to win? If the game had not gone to penalties?
Look, the way the chances went, Cape Verde should have won.
That's yes. So when I say that, it's bent from that angle.
Yeah. Woo. Ronwen Williams is taking South Africa to a big game against Nigeria. I know most people did not believe in Ronwen, but he's always, I've always said, one of the best shot stoppers in South Africa at the moment.
That's right.
And you've got to look at history and what he's done at club level. He saved penalties in the Champions League, in the AFL, and that experience you can't buy. So that's why he had Lepasa is very happy because his shot went to the parking lot.
I just have one wish, you know. I just wish Richard Ofori was watching this.
He is. He is.
Oh man, Hugo Bruges. Oh man.
Like you say that heroes are always made in penalties. Now, who is the hero right now?
So, with all that said and done, you've got to feel for Cape Verde because, I mean, if you look at Bebe now as the senior guy, but what has happened is that they gave it their best. They left everything on the field. But you've also got to be able to say, defensively, South Africa did their job because they kept them out. Definitely. But the other thing that one looks at is to say, both teams, they had opportunities. But Cape Verde had the clearer opportunities. And they didn't utilize them because they were always going the other side of the post and everywhere else.
For me, it felt like, I mean, no offense to Cape Verde, the team, but it felt like toddlers taking the penalties in a back garden. You know, they were so lackadaisical about it. Their penalties were so weak and actually embarrassing in international football. But shout out to the best shot stopper of the century. You know,
and the century.
When it comes to penalties, he was just. I can't say it was top class because the penalties were poor. But still, when you see a goalkeeper save 3 penalties, he must be doing something right.
He saved 4.
4. He saved 4
penalties. You've got to be doing something right.
But the thing is, you know, South African football, this is a victory for South African football. I'm happy for the people of South Africa. I think South Africa have deserved, you know, to make it to the semi-finals. And I'm happy to see Nigeria versus South Africa.
We see you soon.
And it's going to be an incredible watch-along.
That game has already been played in Hillbrow.
It's
incredible. I mean, I think because now you start to look at the clash between South Africa and Nigeria. It's going to be Mvala Kekana versus Victor because he's a lone striker that's forever running. So you look at those things, you then look at what would happen to a Tebogo Mokoena. Would he be able to impose himself in the middle? Would Tembazwane be able to do that? Is Percy Tau going to eventually show up at one of the games? Because Percy has been a shadow of himself. And the question that I ask when it comes to Percy is that we can't persist with you on the left because at club level you don't play on the left. Are we eventually going to
trust you to play your position?
But if you're playing me out of position,
wow, what a semi-final we're going to see. What a semi-final. And I still want to take this opportunity, you know, to let like every South African, every Nigerian that is watching this right now know that this is an opportunity for us to come together as 2 nations and just be united and enjoy a beautiful game of football.
My brother, leave the diplomatic speech.
Hey, my friend. I
think we're going to apply for him to get diplomatic plates on his car.
I'm still with my presidential.
No.
I'm still giving my presidential speech. Don't stop me.
No, my presidential.
Yes.
No presidential.
So I'm still saying to every Nigerian, every South African watching right
now. He should be a pastor. Look at him. I mean,
I'm still saying that honestly, because the rivalry, definitely you could cut the tension with a knife sometimes, and people need to understand that it's football. It's just a game, people.
Are you worried for
Let's
your life?
come together as brothers and enjoy
He's
this
preparing for the
beautiful
end.
moment.
When the coach does post pre-match interviews, and he says, "We come into this game, Junior's injured,
excuses,
Opa's got no shoes because he lost his shoes. He was walking with socks. He's giving you all the reasons why he's gonna lose. When he's lost, he says, "Yeah, but I told you we came into this game." So, but it's gonna be no Nigerian wants to lose to South Africa, and no South African wants to lose to Nigeria. So on this day, we will then be able to say, we'll go to Hillbrow, find enough tissues for the Nigerian.
For the president of Hillbrow.
I have a message coming through here, and we have to thank everyone who sent their videos. Grelton from Nelspruit predicted South Africa would win 2-1 against Cape Verde. Something is coming your way. Definitely something is coming your way. And Kira from Johannesburg also predicted the 2-1. You're definitely going to be getting something special from us. Shane from Johannesburg predicted an extra time, South Africa 2-1, and he got it all right.
Wow. I mean, when you look at the opportunities that in the extra time, but you look at the saves that happened in the penalties, wow, emotions everywhere, roller coaster. This is brilliant stuff.
So Shane was Mr. Shane McGregor that sent that message. Shout out to Mr. Shane McGregor.
He always get his predictions right. That's I give him.
There was somebody who predicted they're gonna go to Lagos to welcome Nigeria.
Yes.
There was somebody who predicted they're gonna go to OR Tambo to welcome
Oh
Bafana.
my God, Doro, live on air, if you wouldn't shave your beard, you owe us an apology. In front of that camera there.
If it's not an apology, then it means it's a shave.
Yes, you one of the two. You owe us an apology to have the audacity to say Angola would beat.
No, to say Morocco will beat South Africa.
You broke my heart that day on the Watchalong. How can he say Angola will beat Super Eagles for crying out loud?
I don't blame you.
Did you see the Angolans on social media? They were dancing into the stadium. So they were too tired to play the game.
I don't blame you. I blame the Ghana Black Stars. They are giving you an opportunity for you to sit here and be speaking big English to me. But if they hadn't gone out in the group stages, you wouldn't be speaking big English to me. So I don't blame you at all.
Did the Ghana Black Stars...
We did our apology.
Did the Ghana Black Stars say that Morocco is going to beat South Africa?
Congratulations.
No, before you have ample time to congratulate us.
Congratulations on your win. It will be an interesting game, Bafana versus the Super Eagles.
The apology or the shave?
Or the shave.
I don't know what the two of you are talking about.
So you have amnesia?
Maybe, I don't know. It happens.
Okay, honor is not your thing.
So can we...
not a man of honor.
Honor is a drink.
So can we get your prediction for Nigeria, South Africa? And if you get this one wrong, you have to shave.
Do you know why this is going to be a very interesting game?
Yeah.
It's about who rises to the task between Osimhen and Pesitao.
Okay.
Two of the biggest flops in this Afcon.
That doesn't sound like
prediction for me.
No, the prediction, and I told you, this is why that man that's busy praying for Arsenal, Chris says his prediction in the final, Nigeria versus Congo.
Congo?
Yeah.
Unless you're playing the finals in Congo. That's the only way Congo will make it to the final.
No. He says Nigeria versus Cote d'Ivoire in the final, and DRC versus South Africa for bronze.
Okay.
My friend Chris, whatever medication that you are drinking is very strong. That's the effect that you are
Thank
feeling.
you, Chris.
Please.
I agree with you, brother. I agree with you,
Maybe
brother.
the Nigerians bribed him.
Tell them.
Maybe the Nigerians.
Tell them.
Maybe the Nigerians bribed him. You know how
Oh.
Nigerians.
I
I did not bribe Chris.
No.
Chris has a mind of his own. Chris
think-
knows football.
I think Chris is
He's
trying to
telling the
get
truth.
Fut-Afrique into a Nigerian market. So that's why that is the only logical
Chris is
reason.
telling the truth. Chris only tells the truth. And he knows football, this man. So he said Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire final. And South Africa, DRC
but-
for bronze.
but
Thank
on the-
you, Chris.
on the-
You're getting something special from
I
us.
think before we go, I would like to make some deductions from this game.
But you are not allowed to.
Hugo Bruce's substitutions this game did not come to play for him.
No.
He's very, very lucky that it got to penalties. He could have been penalized, like he could have been punished for that severely.
No.
in this
But
game.
Because you've got to also look at how effective were those substitutions.
Yes.
I could have told you that he's going to make that substitution, take out Moran and put Maseko before the game even started, and that's what he did, and then he kept Pesitao on the pitch for too long.
For too long, yes.
And then he kept on Mahopa on the pitch for too long.
Yes.
So the same medication that Chris is on, he says it's red
they are
lemon.
sharing.
Hugo Bruce and Chris are
They
drinking
use the same
medication.
doctor.
They use the same.
And let
the
me
voodoo
tell you,
doctor.
the game changer for Cape Verde
Yeah.
was the substitution of Baby.
Oh, baby. And also
Yes.
the
For
inexperience
Rodrigo.
of the coach.
But also, I would have never swapped Rodrigo because
Yes.
He was causing problems.
He was causing more problems than anything else. He would have been the one that you can be able to find something and be
Yes.
able to come through.
Imagine Rodriguez and Gilberto on the pitch at the same time.
Right.
That would have been massive.
Yes, and they had Baby.
You see, so for me, the inexperience of the coach to play at such a level in Afcon play the point. Even when it came to the preparedness for the penalties, you could see, like three of the players shot to the same direction.
So we have a message from Charles Athletics who says, is it just me or does Osimhen need 20 chances to score in Africa and 3 to score in Europe? And then he says Nigeria's defense is what is making the difference.
No, but here's the thing. Go analyze the Nigerian performances. They are not dominating opposition.
They are not.
They are sticking
Taking
away.
chances.
Whoa, what did I hear
Okay,
just
no.
now? Oh my God.
No.
Analytical out
No,
of emotion.
No.
You
Can
see-
we go?
I want to no.
See, sir,
I can't allow
you
this.
see,
I can't allow it.
You see
Never.
what happened? Because you put your hand like that. You thought you were in prayer. Okay, give me.
You cannot say that.
No.
I'm refusing.
Where's your phone? Go to the stats. Go to the stats and give me a measurement.
I'm refusing.
Just because you refuse does not mean it's factual.
No. You cannot say that.
Who did you dominate? Who did you dominate?
Against the what's the name of those people?
I should give you the name.
The neighbors. The indomitable Lions.
You dominated.
We dominated that game.
No, you scored
against
more goals.
Angola. We dominated that game. Against
Masha, what is in the water?
Team.
Are you sure
Which
there's
was
not
that
something
other
in the
team?
water? Because whatever was in the water,
Cote d'Ivoire. That game.
You dominated against Cote d'Ivoire.
you dominated.
We dominated that game, my people.
See, I apologize on my West African brother. I apologize on his behalf. On our way here, we stopped by the Chisanyama to have some food. And I feel like they're all kicking in now.
No, look.
Telling our secrets on air.
So, I will say the following things. You know, when South Africa lost to Mali,
Yes.
people said Sundowns lost to Mali. And we took it personal. Temba Zwane went and got man of the match against Namibia. Temba Zwane got man of the match against Tunisia. Tebo Khomokwena got man of the match the last game. Ronwen Williams is man of the match.
Yes.
Where do those people play?
How many times do you want us to sing the praises?
As many times as you need to. You can't be home and not sing praises of people who are in the tournament
Please, we must establish one rule in this studio. I don't want to hear Nigeria did not dominate.
No.
the game.
Prophet,
you see,
Prophet of Doom, please wait.
Oh my God. Yo.
So, apology or we get busy?
I apologize for your incoming loss.
To everybody at home, everybody that sent a comment, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Chris, hopefully your prayers don't get answered. Tomorrow, Arsenal will lose to Liverpool. So
When is Nigeria playing South Africa?
next week.
Wednesday.
I think Wednesday, because by law you cannot have a game within 2 days. So it has to
Okay,
be 3 days.
days, yeah.
So it's most likely Wednesday.
Yeah.
But we'll just check. You wearing your Nigerian jacket, or you're in a Nigerian jersey, or you wearing a South African one?
That's a surprise.
I think
No,
you
don't
should
do
wear
surprises.
both.
But you're gonna wear both. You're gonna sew half and half.
That's a surprise.
Yes.
Your prediction
For
for 2-1,
Nigeria, South
well
Africa.
done. No, the 2-1.
Oh, the 2-1,
penalty,
yes.
well done.
Yes,
No,
yes.
we don't want your prediction. For so, with all said and done, thank you for tuning in. It was wonderful. South Africa are through. Ronwen Williams, man of the match. South Africa are going through. Those naysayers who thought that South Africa is not gonna be here, we here, baby.
Well done. Well done.
The
Well
Super
done.
Eagles
Well done. Well done.
of Nigeria.
Well done, South Africa.
We see you soon.
Yeah.
My good friend, I keep my promises. If and by some miracle should Nigeria win.
What are you shaving? Your hair? Your
No,
beard?
man, I'll shave anytime.
You shave?
No, you Ghanaians, well, they're not in the tournament. The IU stars are, I don't know. But thank you for tuning in. It was wonderful. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for sharing it with us. And somebody in the US said something, and I still think football, the Chiefs, Mahomes is going to win the Super Bowl. Thank you for tuning in. We look forward to the games that are coming, because now the big boys are here.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Hello, Fut-Afrique. I'm Zoe from Nelspruit. So today's prediction: Bafana Bafana 2, and then Cape Verde 1. Go Bafana Bafana!
Hi guys, I'm Kira. I think tonight's game is going to be really interesting with Cape Verde and South Africa. I'm going to be a bit biased and say that South Africa is going to win the game 2-1, but I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Hey, hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. My name is Shadil. So today is a big game and I think South Africa is gonna win. South Africa is my country, I love South Africa. I think they're gonna win 3-1. 3-1 is the prediction. Take care, all the best to South Africa. Sharp, sharp.
Hello guys, how are you guys? Hey, come on, guys. Today's game between South Africa and Cape Verde, South Africa 2. Cape Verde winner, immediately 1-0. Yeah, the prediction I'm late. And in Kaiko, team because but not team because much piece it out. You call it goal 1. Then I Lenyes so one go to Koraba, not pissed out the goal 1. Thanks guys.
So McGregor here from Game On. Tonight's game is quite an interesting one. We've got Cape Verde coming up against South Africa, and my heart and soul is with South Africa. But if you look at the way Cape Verde have been playing, you look at their results, I think that they've got a good enough chance to beat South Africa here. They equal on head-to-heads in their last 5. It's 2 wins each and 1 draw. But as I said, I've just looked at the way Cape Verde come into this tournament, the way they're playing. And yes, they may have one of the older squads, but I just think they're going to have too much for South Africa. I do think it's going to be very close. It might even go to extra time. But at the end of the day, I'm going to give a 2-1 victory to Cape Verde.
Africa. I'm Zoe from Nelspruit. So today's prediction: Bafana Bafana 2, and then Cape Verde 1. Go Bafana Bafana!
Hi guys, I'm Kira. I think tonight's game is going to be really interesting with Cape Verde and South Africa. I'm going to be a bit biased and say that South Africa is going to win the game 2-1, but I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Hey, hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. My name is Shadil. So today is a big game and I think South Africa is gonna win. South Africa is my country, I love South Africa. I think they're gonna win 3-1. 3-1 is the prediction. Take care, all the best to South Africa. Sharp, sharp.
Hello guys, how are you guys? Hey, come on, guys. Today's game between South Africa and Cape Verde, South Africa 2. Cape Verde winner, immediately 1-0. Yeah, the prediction yami le and ngayigoli Thembi Nkosi but not Thembi Nkosi lo chiphisa uyokora igoli 1 then lenye sobona ukuthi koraba mar phista une igoli 1. Thanks guys.
So McGregor here from Game On. Tonight's game is quite an interesting one. We've got Cape Verde coming up against South Africa, and my heart and soul is with South Africa. But if you look at the way Cape Verde have been playing, you look at their results, you know, I think that they've got a good enough chance to beat South Africa here. They equal on head-to-heads in their last 5. It's 2 wins each and 1 draw. But as I said, you know, I've just looked at the way Cape Verde come into this tournament, the way they're playing. And yes, they may have one of the older squads, but I just think they're going to have too much for South Africa. I do think it's going to be very close. It might even go to extra time. But at the end of the day, I'm going to give a 2-1 victory to Cape Verde.